Like a beacon on a hilltop, Tahlequah breezes furl the black and gold. It's the final road game in the final week of the regular season. Although everyone moves to the postseason, some teams around the state might have their season outcomes decided over the next 5 days. Who's going to set themselves up for success? We're about to find out. Hello and welcome to the Tahlequah Activity Center in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. I'm your voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green, alongside Nate Brown, and you're tuned in to the Lady Buffalo pregame show here on KNED, 1150 AM, 98.3 FM on the KNED app, as well as at McAllisterRadio.com on the KNED tab. Video streaming from Tahlequah High School for the first time ever at the McAllister Radio YouTube channel. Tonight we have the Tahlequah Lady Tigers and your McAllister Lady Buffaloes. Partner, it's been a long season. Game number 23 for McAllister basketball and the final one on the road. How do you feel about our teams coming into this final stretch of regular season play?
Well, I mean, first off, I can't believe we're basically at the end of the regular season right now. This season has flown by, but I'm excited to see these two matchups. Should be pretty evenly matched on both sides. Should be a good night for some basketball.
And as a video director, how excited are you to be able to stream from this gym for the first time ever?
I'm glad. I was kind of surprised coming into it. I'm not going to lie to you, but I'm glad we're able to bring everyone exactly what we're seeing here in Tahlequah.
Yeah, shout out to Tahlequah administration. They were able to get us a password, and their Wi-Fi's been boosted here since the last time that we came here. The last time that we were here, and you're going to talk about it when we come up towards the boys' game, the last time that we were here, Rodney Washington made his announcement to the high school world by putting down a thunderous putback dunk off of a missed three-point ball. So
would have liked to have video of that.
Yeah, but now we can say we will have something if something like that is to occur tonight. Let's preview the McAllister Lady Buffaloes, 5-17 on the year, led by second-year head coach Courtney Bashirs. After jumping out to a 15-4 lead in our previous game, East Central went on a 22-5 run to end the half and take the lead, and they didn't look back. McAllister was doomed by their second quarter, where they were outscored 15-4. McAllister shot 3% better at 41% to 38%. And 29% from 3 to 22% for East Central. That's a 7% better stretch from downtown. McAllister also out-rebounded East Central, 30-26. So, Nate, usually when you have the better shot from the field, the better shot from the three, and you out-rebound your opposition, that usually means that you won the game, right?
Typically, yes.
McAllister had 25 turnovers to East Central's 16. McAllister has had 20 turnovers or more in 3 straight games.
And that'll do it to you.
And also, it didn't help that McAllister had their worst night from the line of the year. They were 7 of 20 from the free throw line. That's 35% to East Central 7 of 13, which is just slightly above 50%. But still, we had some players that really shined in that game back at East Central on Friday. Cambry Zoomer, what a game. 29 points, 52% from the field, 30% from 3, 6 rebounds and a steal. Rylan Lesnow had 13 points and 12 rebounds, another double-double, 3 steals and 2 blocks as well. And Katie Ivey, great defensive performance with 3 steals for the McAllister Lady Buffaloes. Now let's look at the Tahlequah Lady Tigers. They are 10-10, but they didn't have that great of a start to the season. They've really come on as of late, just like East Central has as well, led by head coach David Qualls. They're now averaging 44.8 points per game and giving up 37.7 points per game. They're 5-1 in their last 6 games since playing McAllister, with their only loss being to 3A number 18 Metro Christian, 52-48 in the Port City Classic Championship. Our previous game happened 3 weeks ago to the day, where McAllister lost back in the MAC 49-37. After a back-and-forth first half that was 28-25, McAllister only scored 12 second-half points. McAllister shot 12% worse, and really that's all it came down to. McAllister only out-rebounded Tahlequah by 1, and turnovers were even at 14. But Nate, when I went back and I looked at the stats, really one thing that was in common for all 3 post players that McAllister likes to utilize, Rylan Lesnow, Taylor Williams, Mila Cole, they all shot very poorly from inside the paint. Yes. Rylan Lesnow was the highest person in terms of field goal percentage. She was at 36%, but Taylor Williams went 1 of 7. Mila Cole went 15% from the field. So there's a post presence that Tahlequah just seems to constantly have, and McAllister's going to have to be able to overcome that post presence, especially with their post players, if they want a chance of winning today. But I'm sure you're going to get to that in your players to watch and keys of the game in just a moment. But let's look at the 5A4 standings first. Into our final week of the season, Glenpool is at number 1, all alone, 12-0, plus 146. The next closest plus minus is Durant with plus 48. So Glenpool has almost 100 more points in the plus-minus than the second-place team in 5A4 Durant.
You almost never see that.
Right. Durant is 8-1, plus 48. Tahlequah is at third right now in a tight 5A4 district where we have 3 different teams with 5 wins, 2 different teams with 3 wins in McAlester. When you break it down, they're still only 2 games back of third place.
Yeah.
So if you had a fantastic week, you could still make a jump. But again, you're taking on number 3, Tahlequah today. You're taking on number 1, Glenpool on Friday, and you play number 2, Durant on Saturday. If you're going to play your best basketball, this is when you need to start playing your best basketball. But continuing to look at the standings, Tahlequah is at number 3 at 5-5 plus 32. After that, no one else is in the plus-minus. Claremore is at 4th at 5-5 minus 14. East Central at 5th at 5-7 minus 22. They're having a similar resurgence to what McAlester had last year, going from 8th place up to 5 so far in the final week. Pryor's at 6th at 3-7 minus 34. Memorial at 7th at 3-9 minus 75. And McAlester at 8th at 2-9 minus 81. There is still a chance for McAlester to make some moves, but like we said, I think your best chance is tonight. If you cannot win tonight, it only gets harder from here.
Yep.
So what does McAlester need to do? Who needs to step up for the Lady Buffaloes to win tonight, and what do they need to do, Nate?
Well, first up, I've got Ryland Less now. Ryland had another dominant day at the office in Tulsa against East Central, putting up her 5th double-double of the season and 2nd consecutive, scoring 13 points and 12 rebounds, with half of those rebounds coming on the offensive glass. The Lady Buffs will need her rebounds again in a big way against a scorching hot Lady Tiger team. Number 2, Cambry Zoomer. Cambry finished just 3 points of her career high on Friday, scoring 29 points on a very efficient 52% from the field and 30% from three-point range. Keeping her three-point shot going would be huge to bring a win back to McAlester. And finally, Katie Ivy. Katie came off the bench and had a great defensive game on Friday, picking up 3 steals. If she can come in and provide a scoring option off the bench, it could prove pivotal in this final district road matchup. And moving on to our keys to the game, first up, turnovers. McAlester had a great start to the game on Friday, jumping out to a 15-4 lead before a recurring problem popped up once again, the turnover bug. The Lady Buffs had 25 turnovers in Tulsa, which, despite McAlester shooting better from the field and 3, doomed them. They have to find a way to keep turnovers under 20 total to have a chance to win here in Tahlequah. Number 2, free throws. Against the Lady Cardinals, McAlester shot 7-20 from the free throw line. If a team is going to put you on the free throw line 20 times, you need to convert at least 12 to 15 of those attempts. You cannot let a free chance at points slip away against a team like Tahlequah. And finally, rebounds. You talked about it just a couple minutes ago. The Lady Buffs did out-rebound the Lady Cardinals and Lady Tigers when they played them last, but we will absolutely need to see McAlester out-rebound Tahlequah today if the Lady Buffs are to bring home a win in the final district road game of the regular season.
All right, we have about 2 minutes until our national anthem, and our starting lineups are announced. Brandon Green alongside Nate Brown here for Tahlequah's senior night. We'll be bringing it all to you here over the next few hours on KNED.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit, finish, and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Ever notice how one thermostat can spark a full family debate? Dad cranks it down, mom turns it up, and the kids, well, they just want it perfect for video games. That's when your HVAC system says, I'm done. And that's when we step in to keep everyone comfortable and prevent the family from turning on each other. Because let's be honest, the dog shouldn't have to choose sides. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 0014445.
Starting a little bit late here tonight, the McAlester boys JV game was pretty good. The Tahlequah Tigers were able to overcome McAllister's JV team at the last second. Buffaloes nearly had the win, but they couldn't come away with it at the free throw line. But they have a chance to avenge those losses here with the varsity play. But right now we are sitting down to the floor as we're about to have our national anthem here from the Tahlequah Activity Center along the foothills of the Ozarks.
Would you please stand at this time for the singing of tonight's national anthem? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. T-Quah Blue.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's how you do it.
Get that man to Super Bowl 61.
I'm telling you one thing, get him on Broadway, get him on something, because that was fantastic. That was not a recording, that was a live version of the national anthem. One of the best ones that I've heard, not just this season, in a long time.
In a very long time. That was fantastic.
Great job. Now let's look at our starting lineups. Beginning with the McAlester Lady Buffaloes, the road team on the scoreboard wearing their road black jerseys with the gold numerals on the front and back and gold trim as well.
Start for the Lady Buffs tonight. At guard, 5'2" junior, number 1.
We're going to start off here with junior guard number 1, Cambry Zoomer, coming off a 29-point performance against East Central on Friday. Junior forward number 5, Rylan Lesnow, who is tied for the team lead in field goal percentage, but the lone leader in rebounds per game at 7.4. Also have number 15, sophomore guard, Katie Ivy, coming off a 3-steal performance. She is third on the team in steals per game at 1.3. Number 23, freshman forward, Mila Cole, who had 9 rebounds against Tahlequah the last time these two teams played 3 weeks ago. And number 24, Chloe Boatwright, which I believe is making her third or fourth consecutive start. Again, the freshman guard, number 24. Those are your starting 5 for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes, 5-17 on the year, led by head coach Courtney Bashirs. Now for the Tahlequah Lady Tigers, which are wearing their home white uniforms with the black numerals on the front and back and some orange accents as well. We have number 2, Alana Stopp. Also have number 3, Lakin Adams. Going a little out of order here. Also have number 11, that'll be Carson Gilbert for the Tahlequah Lady Tigers.
I would have to imagine 23, Lauren Stevens is starting.
She was a big headache for McAlester 3 weeks ago. You also have number 22, Mo Wilson. And number 23, there you go. It's Lauren Stevens. Rounding out the starting 5 of the Tahlequah Lady Tigers. led by head coach David Qualls, 10-10 on the season. Again, Tahlequah 3rd in 5A4, McAlester 8th, but has a chance and an opportunity to climb up the standings one final time here in the final week of the regular season. Tip-off is brought to you by T&W Tire McAlester. Say hi to Gail and Doug. See their technicians for brakes, suspensions, and alignments, along with 24-hour road service. They carry Goodyear, Michelin, and other brands to fit your budget. That is 918-426-6571. We got Casey and Nathan tuning in, watching on YouTube, and they commented on the national anthem as well, saying it was amazing. Says, go Ryland and the Lady Buffaloes. Speaking of the Lady Buffs, they'll be moving it right to left across your radio dial and video screen. As for the Lady Tigers, they'll be moving it left to right when they have the basketball here in the first half. It'll be Les now, opposite of Lauren Stevens. There's the whistle. Ball is in the air. Tip is won by, who wants it? Out of bounds. Who did it get touched by? They say last touched by Ryland Les now, so it'll be Tahlequah basketball to get this one started off, as it's basketball time here along the foothills of the Ozarks. 3 seconds in, and Tahlequah will have it on the right side of the half-court line. Inbound to Adams. Adams swings it into the corner to Wilson. Wilson, long pass back out right wing. McAlester out of the 2-1-2 zone defense. Pass high post to Stevens, back outside far corner Wilson. Cross court to the right wing. Tipped and then off of a Lady Tiger and out of bounds. Cambry Zoomer got her hand into the vision of Lakin Adams. Kind of threw her off guard, and it hit off of her over towards the near sideline. So an early turnover for Tahlequah, which they only had 5 the entire game against McAlester 3 weeks ago.
It's a good start.
30 seconds into the first quarter. Pass far corner. Long three by Zoomer is short on kind of a contested three there. Don't know about that shot selection. 7:22 left in the first quarter. Not the shot that you normally see there from Zoomer.
Yeah, normally you want to work it down low, start, and then open up the three.
Pass high post, back outside, near corner three is too strong. Climbing high, bringing down the board is Mila Cole. Again, she had 9 back in the previous meeting between these two teams. Ivy shovel pass left wing. Zoomer will begin her dribble backwards towards that orange line as we're a minute in with no score yet. Lesnow, left wing, into the corner, boat right. Back out left wing, quick swing right side. Ivy, plenty left alone in this 2-3 zone. We've seen the 2-3 zone be utilized against McAlester a lot this year, and I don't think any team did it better than the Ada Lady Cougars about a week and a half ago.
Yeah, they were getting in every passing lane that was imaginable.
Pass out near corner. Now swinging it back, a tip pass to Boatright. Back to the front court. Ivy begins her dribble. Feeds it right front court to Zoomer. Long possession here. No look pass, high post. Lesnow left alone, takes the free throw line jumper, and it's true as McAlester takes the lead 2-0. As that long possession ends with points, McAlester wants to press. And with one pass, Tahlequah beats the press down inside. That's an easy break of the press. Landon Stevens answers back and ties the game 2-all.
You got to get back after that make, because Tahlequah will make you pay for that every time.
6 minutes left in the first, tie game 2-2. Zoomer past one lady, gets into the paint. Bounce pass back outside, near corner. Now Lesnow on the drive, pop and shot, 10-foot jumper, back irons. Gets her own rebound, flies in, two-pointer up, can't get that one either. Ball goes and gets saved by a Lady Tiger into the arms of Stevens. And now Tahlequah moves the other way with 5:40 left in the first. Long pass baseline, back outside, wide open, right wing three is short. Rebounded by Lesnow, coming off a 12-rebound performance against East Central. She was snatching everything that came her way. 5:28 left in quarter number 1. Still a tie game 2-2. Zoomer, right in front court. Ball over her head against the 2-3 zone. Throws it, tip pass straight to Mo Wilson of Tahlequah. That's where McAlester really struggled. They tried to force passes against Ada. That's what I was mentioning. That was the last time we really saw a really good use of the 2-3 zone against McAlester. Right wing, overhead pass, quick swing left side. Long three from the left wing is in and out. Flying in, Lesnow ends another possession as McAlester moves the other way.
Already 3 rebounds here early on.
Zoomer, quick dribble up to the top of the key, picks up her dribble, passes left wing. Ivy looks near corner, Boatright's not open. Instead reverses direction to the right side. Overhead pass to Lesnow in front of the Tahlequah bench. Again, this is another, we've talked about this pretty much every time that we come to Tahlequah, but sometimes as they have that orange line behind the three-point line, sometimes people take a longer three-point ball and they don't even know that they're taking it because their peripherals had their feet by that line. So that's why we usually see when McAlester teams come here, we have our three-point ball go a little bit lower. As here's a pass that's tipped out of thin air and taken with a steal by Alana Stop. Stop throwing ahead into the corner. Open three from the corner is made. That's Lakin Adams. She matches her number as Lakin Adams killed McAlester back at the MAC, and you don't want to leave her open some more. And now she gets a steal here as Boatwright was in trouble. Lakin Adams goes for the layup, misses that though, gets her own rebound, dribbles it out, and is she fouled or did she do the fouling? She did the fouling with an offensive foul. Extended the elbow, and it'll give McAlester the ball as that's the first personal on Adams.
And first foul on anyone here in this game.
You know what I'm trying to say about that three-point ball? Because I feel like
and I don't really know why they have that line.
Because they have Northeastern over here, but they have their own gym. Pass low post. Les now swinging it back out and overshot Cambry Zoomer into the Tahlequah bench. It's 5-2 right now. Tahlequah leading, the difference being in Lakin Adams 3. 3:46 left in the first. Again, McAlester wants to press. Easy break at the press. Landon Stevens. Second verse, same as the first. 7-2. McAlester goes down by 5 on just a very easy break of McAllister's press there.
I think it's safe to say Tahlequah has McAllister's press figured out at the moment.
Near corner, open for three, but instead taking it down to the low post. Double teamed is Mila Cole. She doesn't care. Bangs it off the glass and in. 7-4. That's a welcome sight for McAlester, who struggled inside the paint shooting last time. Driving right past Boatwright with a left-handed layup. Carson Gilbert scores, and Coach Bashirs needs a timeout. 9-4 the score is right now. Tahlequah is getting things easy. 3:14 left in the first. 9-4 again. Tahlequah leading McAlester here on KNED.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
So 3:14 left in the first quarter. Nate, we're looking at a 9-4 score, and a lot of those points have come easy. Wide open shots, really, for Tahlequah so far.
Yeah, Tahlequah has figured out McAllister's press here early on.
And McAlester trying to figure out Tahlequah's press, and Cambry Zoomer might have gotten bailed out by a foul there. She was walking the tightrope Stevie Ray Vaughan style by the scores table.
And that's second on Lakin Adams. She'll have to come out.
That could be big for McAlester.
You got to take advantage of it, though.
And they were 42% from three against McAlester, which most of that came from Lakin Adams. Near sideline, pass straight away. Boatwright feeds it right wing to Ivy. Ivy wants to go cross court with it, gives it to Zoomer. Long three, won't go. And there'll be a foul down the low post. Keeping her hand up in the air is Les now. I'm assuming this will be on her, and it will.
That'll be her first team first of the game.
2:51 left in the first and a 9-4 score. See, Zoomer would never usually take a 5-foot beyond the three-point line shot like that.
Right.
But since you have that
Since
orange
that second
line,
line is there, yeah.
even though that's not the actual three-point line, that's in your peripheral when you get a ball and you quickly want to shoot like that. Speaking of shooting, here's a left wing three that's in the air, and that one clanks off the iron, no good. Offensive board, put back, no good either. Les now down in the low post, double team, gets the rebound, and feeds it to Zoomer, who'll take it on a slight jog across the half-court line. Down by 5. Navigates the right arc, sets up, thought about the three, passes top of the key. Ivy looked around for an open lady, now dribbles it left side. She's left alone. Again, McAlester wanting to maybe establish a little bit of an outside shot, but their inside shot so far has been responsible for their 4 points. Left wing, Ivy tried to force it down low to Taylor Williams. It's the second time they tried doing that today, and it's just a no-go. Tahlequah's wanting McAlester to do that.
It's already a third steal.
Gilbert, right wing, straight away. Zoomer nearly read that pass, but finds his target, left wing. Back top of the key to Wilson. Back left side, bounce pass high post. Blocked shot by Lesnell. Hit it off of a Lady Tiger and out of bounds. Lesnell averaging about a block a game. Gets one there and a hit off of Lauren Stevens. And out of bounds. Excuse me, that was a Rayleigh McCarter that they hit off of. So they're going with their double post lineup here. With McCarter and Stevens.
Milo Cole checking in here for Chloe Boatwright.
9-4, Lady Buffaloes trail by 5 with 1:40 left in the first. Ivy picks up her dribble, passes right side. Zoomer trying to work around this 2-3 zone. Back left wing, Ivy backs it on up. Tries bounce passing into the near corner, having to go to her knees to get the ball as Cole. She's still on the floor. This will be a jump ball, and it will stay with McAlester. Well, as Parker Cochran will check in for the first time today for Taylor Williams. Ivy will be behind the glass, left of it. Slaps the ball, looks for the open lady. Cochran's wide open near corner. She'll take it, but gives it back to Ivy. Ivy corner three, won't go. Offensive rebound, Les now. She'll dribble back out with 1:18 left in the first.
It's already 5 rebounds for Les now.
Back straight away, Zoomer to the left wing to Cochran. Cochran to Zoomer. Zoomer back to Cochran, left wing. Cochran guarded well by Wilson. Feeds it to the orange line. Back right side, Ivy. Shovel pass in front of the Tahlequah bench. Back on a bullet pass, right wing three by Ivy. Painted gold! Back-to-back games of 8 threes for Katie Ivy, and it pulls McAlester within 2, 9-7 with 49 seconds left in the first. And if Katie can make that outside shot, that adds a whole other element to McAlster's offense that could really open things up for him. Long pass, right wing three. They answer back. Carson Gilbert says not so fast, 15-7. 33 seconds left in the first. And double dribbling the ball all the way to the high post, as she really never had great control of it in the first place, was Rylan Luss now trying to beat the Tahlequah press.
Yeah, if you ask me, that was no different than going after a loose ball.
Yeah, I didn't think there was much of a double dribble there. Oh, yeah, I was about to say, where'd they get the 15-7 score from? It's 12-7.
Tahlequah doesn't need any extra help.
I was about to say, someone got a little button happy there and just hit the 3 button twice. They do fix the score, 12-7, 20 seconds left in the first, and we'll see if Tahlequah wants the final shot, which
certainly looks like it.
Yeah, it looks like it right now. Bounce pass inside the circle. Stop, dribbles left, passes right to McCarter. McCarter right wing to Wilson. Wilson passes inside to Stevens. Stevens guarded by Les now, has to feed it back out. Left wing three at the near buzzer is drained. There's the buzzer. Alana Stop hits it, and it's now 15-7 and an 8-point lead for Tahlequah on what was a pretty great first quarter, despite the fact that they didn't really have the ball for a lot of the first quarter. McAlester had a major time of possession there. We'll take a 60-second break and be back with the second quarter from Tahlequah, Oklahoma on KNED.
This February, it's about more than getting from place to place.
It's about how you feel every time you get behind the wheel.
From comfortable sedans to versatile SUVs, there's a Nissan designed to fit your life.
With thoughtful design, advanced technology, and the confidence to go wherever life takes you.
And right now, enjoy rates as low as 0% and top dollar for your trade.
This February, love what you drive.
And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
So Tahlequah hits a three to beat the buzzer at the end of the first quarter, and now they get the ball to begin the second, and a reverse layup is made on almost kind of like a granny shot by Carson Gilbert, and it falls to make it 17-7. That's a 5-point swing in about 15 seconds.
Tahlequah's 50% from the field after that.
Just a moment ago, it felt like it was 9-7 after a Katie Ivy three. Now muscling her way down low. Les now can't finish with the low post two. And while out of bounds, getting the ball was Rayleigh McCarter. So that will give it back to the Lady Buffaloes with the second chance of points here.
And that is the third unforced turnover by Tahlequah.
Again, only 5 against McAlester a few weeks ago. So that's at least a welcome sight. Ivy looks. Cochran's open. Top of the key. She'll feed it left side to Zoomer. Zoomer fakes left, dribbles right. Backs it back up. Passes to Cochran, right wing. Cochran back to Zoomer between the circles. Getting long possessions by McAlester. Some of them have, I think, about, what's their field goal percentage so far?
They are 3 of 9, 33%.
We wanted it to be a little bit better here, but they've at least been making shots. They haven't gone completely cold, as Ivy looks like she might have traveled. Pops it for the left elbow two is Les now. She can't get it to go, and hanging over McCarter was Mila Cole, and she'll be charged with the first foul for McAlester.
And that's her first.
Well, they didn't reset the fouls in between quarters. or they were just really quick.
That's right.
Yeah, they're just really quick. Alana Stopp will dribble along the near sideline, long pass into the corner to McCarter, passing baseline to Carson Gilbert. Gilbert, long pass, swatted loose by Zoomer on a race forward as Ivy, and she'll meet Wilson in the backcourt. Wilson passes back across that half-court line. Back into the corner, Gilbert, jabbing right, jump passing, way too high for McCarter, and that's already their 4th turnover.
McAlester putting a little bit more pressure on them in the half court.
Again, I think McAllister's defense is there, but what is Tahlequah shooting?
Like I said, they are 50% right now.
High pass, retrieved by Ivy. Ivy one dribble, gives to Cochran, angle left, back to Ivy. Passing high post, Les now on the drive, triple team, tough 2, won't go. Offensive board Cochran. Cochran trying to wrestle it loose, lost the ball, and stolen by Carson Gilbert. Gilbert high dribble, rainbow pass, swatted nearly into the first row, not for a lucky fan to keep.
Do got to bring that back.
Les now is the one that hit that one out of bounds. Tahlequah will inbound, far sideline. Mo Wilson with it. McAlester has switched up more to a man-to-man defense here. Left wing, Gilbert jumping for a backdoor cut. 2 is up and missed by McCarter as Cochran has another rebound, and McAlester forces the Lady Tigers to go one and done on that possession. Right wing, Les now. Trying to overcome a stingy 2-3 defense, high post. Zoomer dribbles to the right elbow. Step back, 2, won't go. Offensive board as Cole hits the deck after she grabbed the rebound. That'll be the first foul, I believe, on Tahlequah of the quarter.
Yes, that's correct.
They were really quick with the team fouls, on the scoreboard at least. Fouls on Lauren Stevens, her first. Ivy looks, finds Les now. Les now tries to split the defense, and there'll be a quick call of a jump ball. As soon as she stepped into the paint, it'll stay with McAlester. I think that Les now expected a turnover, and I don't think anyone really expected the jump ball. Ivy looks, finds Cochran. Cochran was open for a moment, gives it back to Ivy. Ivy corner 3. She got another one. Katie Ivy painted gold.
She's up to 6 points. 2 of 3 from 3.
17-10. That already matches her season high in points for McAlester this year. It is a 7-point game. I think she's found her hot spot like Wi-Fi. High post, down low post, and yep, that's an easy call of a foul there as hitting the back of McCarter was Rylan Lesnow. That'll be her second personal, team second, and free throws for Rayleigh McCarter.
And these will be the first free throws of the game here.
All apologies to Big V Feed Center. First free throw is no good. Hit off the iron twice and tumbled off. Boatwright comes in for Lesnow. Now, this is where McAllister's going to struggle, I think, a bit here. Lesnow's been able to end a lot of possessions. Someone's going to have to step up against this tough post presence of Tahlequah to fill in her spot while she's on the bench.
Right, I mean, she had 5 rebounds in the first quarter.
Second free throw is missed as well, and right now it's Ivy that comes away with the board. Throws into traffic, but Zoomer's able to grab it. Back to Ivy. There'll be a full-court man-to-man defense. Is throwing it across as Gilbert, but Gilbert stepped out of bounds as she grabbed that ball.
As the 5th turnover by Tahlequah.
So Ivy will inbound by the scores table. Finding Zoomer, 5:09 left in the half. Boatwright left wing. Gives to Ivy. Back to Cochran, right wing. Playing in the post right now getting outside of it is Zoomer, but currently Boatwright has it to the high post area. Nice move by Katie Ivy, gets to the low post and scores. And she has 8 out of McAllister's 12 points. It's 17-12 in Katie Ivy's best game of the year so far. That was an excellent pump and drive. 4:45 left in the half. Top of the key looking left is Adams as she's been released after getting into early foul trouble. Near corner, Gilbert passes high post on a bullet. The high post, dribbling in, McCarter back outside to Adams. Adams on the dribble drive. High post back outside to Gilbert. Gilbert from a different area code. Can't get the bounce in. Long rebound grabbed up by Gilbert by the half-court line. Nothing McAllister really could have done there, just an unfortunate bounce. But Adams is wide open. She takes a 3, misses that. And it rolls out of bounds, last touch by Stevens, who tried going over the top of Cochran for the ball.
Tahlequah's 3 of 9 from three-point range today.
4:18 left in the half. McAllister has gone on a 5-0 run after the first 2 points were scored in the first 10 seconds of the second quarter. Since then, Tahlequah not scoring thus far. driving in. Cole drawing contact, can't get the whistle, and can't get the shot to fall either, but she'll get a whistle against herself as she was going to the high post to try to retrieve a rebound. Rayleigh McCarter already had it. That's Cole's second personal, third team foul. 4:08 left in the half. Now, I know Lakin Adams missed that last three, but McAllister's going to have to make sure that she doesn't find a lot of open three attempts. They're trying to get her open. She is open for a moment on the long pass. Zoomer quickly collapses. Adams dribbles around the perimeter, passes near corner to Gilbert. Gilbert overhead pass, backing up Cole. That is Stevens that makes the two.
Don't know how she got that one to go.
Also, I think if Cole right there just allows that contact to hit her, I think she's probably going to get an offensive foul there. Cole on the drive as McAllister beats the press. Cole runs into a Lady Tiger. Foul will be called. This is going to go against Gilbert. That's her first. Team second in free throws. First free throws of the game for McAllister with 3:38 left in the first half. This trip to the free throw line is brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. As Cole's first free throw is no good. She was up to 61% from the free throw line. Really had a rough day. Everyone had a rough day for McAllister at the free throw line against East Central, boys included.
Right.
She went 0 of 5 from the line back in T-Town. So 19-12 is the current score. We're waiting for the second free throw from Cole as the official now gives her the rock. She's currently a 56% free throw shooter. The freshman spins the ball. Bounces it a couple of times. Bensonese, shot is up. Shot is down as it gets the shooter's bounce off the back iron. Bounced up about 5 feet and then fell through the hoop.
And Taylor Williams going to check in for her here.
So 19-13. McAllister has won the quarter thus far 6-4. And down the floor will go Adams running the point. Passing right side. First time into the game, Lily Garcia. Back to Adams. Left wing to Wilson. Wilson bounce pass, high post, tipped loose by Williams, and now stolen by Zoomer. Zoomer one-on-one to the other side. Zoomer's layup is good. And McAllister brings it to a 4-point game, 19-15.
Those are Zoomer's first 2 points of the day.
Another turnover for Tahlequah. McAllister making Tahlequah uncomfortable thus far in the first half. Right wing kind of left alone is Garcia. Bounce pass, high post, right elbow to be exact. Now that one comes loose, and Ivy's got the steal.
That's the 7th turnover.
Ahead to Cochran. Cochran to the low post. She traveled. And that will be called travel, although that whistle came in a little bit late. It'll give the ball back over to Tahlequah.
Got to convert on those opportunities.
But again, McAllister with back-to-back forcing of turnovers. And what is a 2-on-2 zone defense, it looks like. Cochran in the middle of it. Dribbling left, passing far corner. I believe that's McCarter. Gives it to the top of the key. We're on the opposite side here. Here's another deep three by Adams that won't go. Stevens tips it to herself. Again, she's just taller than everybody else. Tips it to herself and scores. Makes it 21-15.
I was going to say, Tahlequah had a huge advantage in the post down there.
Boatwright left wing three, answers right back. Painted gold, and McAllister has pulled it to a 3-point game, and the 3-point ball has fallen tonight in Tahlequah. 21-18, 2:23 left in the half. We'll take a break and be back here on KNED.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, McAllister has not been known for their 3-point ball this year. They're 21% from downtown. But today, Nate?
They are 3 of 6, good for 50%. Tahlequah 3 of 10 at 30%.
Ivy with 2 made threes, and Chloe Boatwright just hit their most recent one. It's 21-18. McAllister has won the quarter now by 7 points, and we have a off-ball foul. It's going to be on McAllister.
We believe he said Taylor Williams,
yep.
And that's her first.
Team fourth, though, so one more foul will send them to the line for the remainder of the quarter. So 14 fouls to McAllister to 2 for Tahlequah with 2:06 left in the half. Wilson looks to inbound baseline right at the glass, looks down inside. Gilbert retrieves, guarded well by Zoomer. Throws up a prayer, hoping for contact, nothing there. Boatwright's got the rebound, gives it to Zoomer. McAlester with a chance to pull it within one or tie the game. Zoomer to Ivy. Ivy looks left. Now they've had to switch up the defense a little bit. Now it's more of a 3-2 zone, Nate.
Yes, and it's in response to McAlester shooting 50% from three-point range right now.
But that's going to make things better for Les now once she checks back into the game. Pass high post. Zoomer dribbles it back out. Kind of got a shove there. Now she takes a long left wing three. She can't answer. Down inside, fighting for that rebound to Stevens, and McAlester goes one and done. Passing ahead, Zoomer is able to close in on Williams as she retrieves the corner pass. Top of the key to Stevens. She dribbles, passes out to Gilbert. Gilbert gets past Ivy. Now out to the far corner. Saving it from going out of bounds is Wilson. Back inside. Stevens, fadeaway jump shot won't roll in. Rebound by Ivy with 1:12 left in the half. 3-point game, 21-18. Ivy passes to Zoomer. Zoomer, high post to Ivy. Bounce pass to a cutting Williams. Williams navigates, can't score off that right block area as she had to kind of float from behind the backboard to the right block. Couldn't score. 54 seconds left in the half. Into the near corner. Wilson with it. Wilson bounces back over to Adams. Adams jump pass to Gilbert, angle left, guarded by Boatwright. Loosely double team, back out between the circles. 43 seconds left in the half. And again, hearing from her coach, David Qualls. We'll see if they get a last shot here with 45 seconds. Well, now 35 seconds left in the half. Right wing back to Adams. Again, not a lot of urgency on their passes. 27 seconds, now into the corner. Looking inside, high post. Gilbert looking for a backdoor cut. Right past Cochran and scoring. Cochran was just that late. Almost had the steal, but it ends with 2 points. It's 23-18. McAlester trails by 5. Can they end the first half with some more momentum? 9 seconds. Zoomer on the dribble drive inside the paint, drew contact, and wow. Are they going to say it was last touched by her too?
Yep. Somehow there was no contact there, folks.
There was no block, there was no foul, there was no anything. Okay, 4.8 seconds left in the half, and Tahlequah will get the ball with a chance to score before the end of the half. At half court, Gilbert gives it right wing to Adams. Adams, it's good if it goes. Won't go. Too hard off the glass, and that's the end of the first half. But McAlester, after being down by 10, has been able to bring it back to a 5-point game. Had it at a 3 for the moment, but 23-18 is the score as we head to the locker room. Again, you're listening to McAlester Lady Buff Basketball here on KNED.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes. For over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear. Never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Walters Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Walters Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Ever notice how one thermostat can spark a full family debate? Dad cranks it down, mom turns it up, and the kids, well, they just want it perfect for video games. That's when your HVAC system says, I'm done. And that's when we step in. to keep everyone comfortable and prevent the family from turning on each other. Because let's be honest, the dog shouldn't have to choose sides. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001444. McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider. Deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging. More time with your provider. Same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
All right, so at the end of the first half, at one point it looked like things were going to start snowballing on McAlester, Nate. It went to 17-7, quick points for the Lady Tigers. They made it a 17-7 game in the first 5 seconds of the second quarter. But after that, they only scored 6 points for the remainder of the quarter. McAlster's defense really shined, forced more turnovers on Tahlequah. McAlster's starting to find their three ball, and some unlikely heroes stepping up for McAlester. Cambry Zoomer and Rylan Lesnow have combined for 4 points, 2 points?
4 points.
They've combined for 4 points. The rest of it has come from Chloe Boatwright and Katie Ivey and Mila Cole. So McAlester is able to make it a 5-point game without their stars really getting their groove yet, which should spell something pretty exciting for McAlester going to the second half, if those players can continue to contribute and then Zoomer and Lesnow can find their groove. But let's look at your halftime stats. That's brought to you by First Realty, 602 South 2nd Street, McAlester. Call 918-423-3122 or visit first-realty.net.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. And don't forget, if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. If you have questions, give us a call at 918-423-3122.
All right, Nate, take it away.
All right, Katie Ivey was your leading scorer in the first half. She had 8 points on 3 of 4 shooting from the field, 2 of 3 from three-point range. She also had 2 defensive rebounds and a steal.
That's a new season high for her, by the way. So a new Buffalo high for Katie Ivey at 8 points.
Love seeing that. Next up, Mila Cole had 3 points, 1 of 2 shooting from the field, 2 rebounds, 1 offensive, 1 defensive. Chloe Boatwright hit another 3. She has 3 points on the day, along with a defensive rebound. Cambry Zoomer has 2 points today, along with a steal. Rylan Lesnow has 2 points and 5 rebounds. She did get in a little bit of foul trouble in the second quarter. Sat down for, I'd say, like the final 4 minutes, maybe something like that.
She sat for most of the second quarter.
Was it most of it? And then Parker Cochran has 2 rebounds, 1 offensive, 1 defensive. And that will do it for individual scoring here in the first half. And we'll move on to team stats. McAlester 7 of 19 from the field, good for 37%. Tahlequah 10 of 24 at 42%. McAlester 3 of 7 from three-point range, good for 43%. And Tahlequah just 3 of 11 at 27%. Not a lot of free throws today. Teams have combined to be 1 of 4 from the free throw line. McAlester 1 of 2, Tahlequah 0 of 2. McAlester just slightly winning the rebounds, 12 to 11. Both teams have 4 offensive rebounds, 8 McAlester defensive rebounds to Tahlequah 7. McAlester only 7 turnovers in the first, only 10 turnovers in the first half compared to Tahlequah 7. Not a terrible pace. Mm-hmm. And 1 block for McAlester, none for Tahlequah.
This is a winning formula.
Yeah.
McAllister's first half was a winning formula. Tahlequah got off to a hot start, but the way that McAlester played in the second quarter, that is a team that's good enough to beat the likes of Tahlequah, to beat the likes of Durant. Maybe not Glenpool, because Glenpool is a different level.
Yeah.
but it's a team that can compete in what McAlester wants to be. But you're also seeing the growth of some of these younger players. Boatwright didn't think twice about that left wing three.
No.
She let it fly.
No, as soon as she caught it, she was ready to shoot it.
Players are becoming more decisive with their movements, and when it gets to the varsity level, once you've been playing JV and junior high ball, I've asked this to multiple freshmen now in Coffee with the Coach because we have a lot of freshmen that are playing. Coach Bashirs brings on a few of them. A couple of them have said the hardest part about transitioning to the varsity level is how fast the game moves.
Right.
So when you're able to be decisive, and with your decisive actions, you're able to create space and create yourself some open shots, then it comes to just playing ball. And so McAlester is just playing ball today, and although they only put up 18 points, again, they didn't really take a whole lot of shots either, so they were pretty efficient from the field.
Yeah, they were working slow on offense, which I'm liking what I'm seeing from the offense, just finding the open shot, not trying to take a quick shot and hope for a second chance point.
So those are some of your keys to the second half. What are some other ones for the Lady Buffaloes to overcome a 5-point deficit and maybe make some noise in the final week of the regular season?
I mean, keep closing out on defense. Tahlequah clearly likes to shoot a lot of three-point attempts. Make sure they don't get open shots. If they knock down threes, don't let it be because they were wide open. Make them make tough shots on the defensive side, and offensively, just keep working through what you've been doing here in the first half.
Keep a spy on Lakin Adams.
Yes.
I know that you're going to not often find times where she shoots. I mean, she still made 1 or 2 threes in the first half, her by herself, but you're not going to find often that she has bad shooting days. So make sure that you keep Lakin Adams from taking open threes, because if you keep her open, she is going to hurt you. So we have about a minute and a half until the beginning of the second half. 23-18, Tahlequah leads the McAlester Lady Buffaloes at the break. I'm Brandon Green alongside Nate Brown. You're listening to McAlester Lady Buff Basketball in the regular season road finale here on KNED.
This February, it's about more than getting from place to place.
It's about how you feel every time you get behind the wheel.
From comfortable sedans to versatile SUVs, there's a Nissan designed to fit your life.
With thoughtful design, advanced technology, and the confidence to go wherever life takes you.
And right now, enjoy rates as low as 0% and top dollar for your trade.
This February, love what you drive.
And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
We're switching sides here in T-Quah as the McAlester Lady Buffaloes down by 5 to the Tahlequah Lady Tigers. Let them keep up the momentum from the second quarter, a quarter that doomed them against East Central on last Friday. Ended up being the reason why they're back in the game. 23-18 is the score. As Tahlequah has it between the circles, they have had the ball to start off every quarter so far. Here's a pass that was forced. It hits off of the hand of Mila Cole and out of bounds. That's not McAlester basketball. That should be still Tahlequah basketball.
Yeah, that's absolutely Tahlequah basketball.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't think there's many people who have a better view of that particular play than we do, partner.
Yeah, hit off of Cole, directly off of Cole out of bounds. They do end up getting it right. It'll be Tahlequah basketball along the baseline. And no, for any McAlester fan out there saying, shh, they can't hear us. So
yeah, we're far enough away.
Bounce pass baseline, throwing it back out straight away over to Gilbert. Yeah, but going back to that fact, 3 straight quarters of Tahlequah starting off the quarter with the ball.
It's not something you see often.
As here's a pass that's swatted again by Cole. Diving for it. Ivy's got the steal. She feeds to Lesnow. Lesnow looking ahead. No one's open. She'll take it herself. Into the low post. She will. Oh, moving screen. That's the correct call. Trying to create a path was Mila Cole. She couldn't get away with it. That's her third personal.
And we'll see if Taylor Williams might come in here. No. Cole will be playing with 3 fouls here.
That's a good catch, though, by the official. When a fast play is moving like that, sometimes you don't see that by Cole.
Yeah.
Good call. 7:10 left in the third, 23-18. Right wing, looking inside, finding Stevens. Stevens backing up Lesnow. Lesnow just has to let her shoot over. Can't afford to get her third foul. She scores and makes it 25-18 from the right block. Zoomer down the middle of the floor in a 7-point game. Now out of the 3-2 zone after McAlester found their 3-point ball in the second. Passing left side, nearly tipped by Wilson, retrieved by Boatwright. Into the corner to Lesnow, lobbing it back left wing. Cross court on a bounce to the near corner. Zoomer thought about the three, getting a big lob out to Ivy. Yet McAllister's not been in a hurry in any of their offensive possessions so far tonight.
Yeah, it's been very impressive so far.
Methodical, trying to find the open shot. Long pass, Ivy, now to the baseline. Long two by Zoomer, won't go. Flying in, Lesnow rebound. She'll take it back out beyond the perimeter for a second chance at points. Despite missing most of the second quarter, she has still been able to rack up the boards.
She's already got 6. 3 offensive, 3 defensive.
6:09 left in the third quarter, 7-point game. Ivy dribbling left. Guarded up by Wilson. Feeds to Boatwright. Pass is tipped in the air. You got to go with the bounce pass there. Adams got the steal. Adams pass Boatwright into the low post. Lesnow fouls her. Picks up her third.
It's not a foul you can pick up.
Free throws coming up for Lakin Adams. Already 2 fouls for McAlester here in the third quarter, and that's the third personal on Lesnow.
6 of the 7 fouls are on 2 players for McAlester.
That's not what you want either.
No. Parker Cochran getting ready to check in here.
First free throw is up and good by Adams.
That's Tahlequah's first make of the day from the free throw line. They're 1 of 3.
We've only seen 5 free throws thus far. Someone should tell these officials to go speak with the ones from Ada.
Yes.
Second free throw's in the air and good.
But to be fair to those officials, that didn't happen until the fourth quarter.
True.
Let's not jinx that.
True. Hey, also, for any OU fans out there, how mad are you about Owen Heineke not getting another year despite his lacrosse career lasting shorter than that fourth quarter? Literally, that McAlester boys played against the Ada Cougars. I'll never get over that.
Nope, never get over that.
I'll never get over that. 5:38 left in the third, 27-18. Good find, high post, 2-pointers up off the glass, no good. Cole's fighting for the rebound. It won't get grabbed by her, but it will roll out of bounds as she was fighting with Stevens for the possession. So McAlester basketball baseline here, down 27-18. Lady Buffaloes looking for their first points of the quarter. Lobbing inside, trying to snag it as Cole. Instead it gets to Ivy. Back outside, angle right 3 by Boatwright is true. Second 3 of the day made for Chloe Boatwright. And McAlester has cut the deficit to 6, 27-21. That's now Boatwright with 2 made threes and Ivy with 2 made threes. I believe both players, the first time in the season that they have made more than 1 3 in a game this year.
I'm almost certain you're right.
Because, like I said, before this game, Ivy's season high was 6, and that's a new career high already for Chloe Boatwright. Pass inside, tipped loose, stolen by Cochran on the bounce from Mila Cole down the low post. She's been impressive against Stevens. Passing ahead right wing. Zoomer in a 6-point game, lobs it back left side. McAllister's defense has been much better against Tahlequah today than what we saw a few weeks ago. Pass back edge of the circle. Ivy to Cochran. 4:41 left in the third. Zoomer far sideline, right-handed dribble, pass inside to Ivy. Ivy back outside. Boatwright, can she get another one? No, a little short. Offensive board, though, by Ivy. She dribbles it out, and she's grabbed at the high post. Adams will pick up her third foul.
And we'll see if Coach Qualls will decide to leave her in or potentially substitute her out.
No looks at the bench right now for Qualls. Zoomer finds Ivy. Ivy corner 3 won't go off the back iron. And it's rebounded down the low post by Gilbert. McAlester had a chance to bring it back within the possession, just a little bit off. Again, both threes there by Boatwright and Ivy, just a hair off. Pass right wing. Looking inside, finding Stevens, backing up Cole. 2-pointer up, 2-pointer short. Cole got the rebound. Another great possession for Mila Cole down in the post. Ivy will take it down the floor. Bounce passing, high post to Zoomer. Dribbles it back out. Back to Ivy straight away. Halfway through the third quarter, 27-21. Boatwright jump pass. Finding Zoomer between the circles on the white line. Zoomer back Boatwright. Near corner to Ivy. Bounce pass baseline. It's tipped and stolen by Gilbert. She has her feet right by the out-of-bounds line. Almost went over. Is able to find a Lady Tiger, and they move the other way up by 6. Stop. Passes to the near corner. Gilbert back to stop straight away. Open 3. She launches it. Can't get it. Soft touch off the back iron. Cochran grabbed the rebound, and she traveled as she fell forward. 3:29 left in quarter number 3. It'll be a baseline inbound coming up for the Lady Tigers. I believe that's Wilson looks. Wilson finds Lake and Adams and feeds to Gilbert to run the point. Adams dribbles left, hands it off to Adams. Adams, top of the key to Stevens, looking back door, finding Gilbert. Well guarded by Ivy, though, has to force to go out to the corner. She takes that corner three. 3 balls up and made. 30-21. 9-point game with 3:08 left in the third. Now a far corner 3 by Boatwright, can't answer back. Cole fighting for the rebound hard, and it'll go out of bounds. Last touched by Cole. That was the first quick possession that we saw from McAlester this quarter. But it was an open 3. I like the attempt there by Boatwright.
Yeah, I like the want to shoot that. I mean, and if it's open, take it, but also make sure you're looking for other open shots.
Adams navigates right. More of a half-court offense here by the Lady Tigers. Dribbling in. McCarter, she goes with a fingertip roll and scores, and quickly this turned into an 11-point game. A 5-point swing in back-to-back possessions. Right wing Cochran, feed it to the trailing Ivy. Ivy, this is where you don't get out of sorts. Stick with the game plan. Pass left wing. Don't try to take some. You have plenty of time still left in this game. 2:25 left in the third.
Don't go away from what's been working.
Cochran on the orange line. Finds Boatwright, right wing, back to Cochran. Cochran, high post to Ivy, back outside near corner. 2-pointer is blocked and out of bounds. Gilbert got her hand on it. McAlester will keep the basketball with 2:12 left in the third. And that's hard for me because I don't know if she really, that could have been a 3, but I'm also looking at that orange line too.
It was, she had stepped in from the black line.
Into the corner, Ivy on the drive. Ivy trying to go over Adams. That's another block shot, and Cole can't grab the rebound along the baseline. That's Stevens with the block. Back-to-back blocks and back-to-back shots by McAlester gives Tahlequah the ball back and looking to really take control of this game here in the third quarter. McAllister's been held to 3 points. Those 3 by Chloe Boatwright. 2 minutes left in the third. Really what they've done is they've shut down Rylan Lusnow and Cambry Zoomer. Straightaway 3 by Stevens is in and out. Rebounded by Cole. Cole's really stepped up in the absence of Rylan Lusnow here at the rebound category.
She's got 4.
Right side. 3 up in the air by Zoomer is short. Offensive board, Cochran. Cochran has it ripped loose. I believe that's Adams going down the floor. Throwing it ahead to a wide open left-handed layup made by Mo Wilson. 34-21. The reason why Zoomer really hasn't had many points today, only 2 I believe is what you said, Nate.
Yes.
It's because she hasn't had a chance to really get the ball down in high percentage shot areas. Here's a right wing 3 by Ivy that's in the air. That one's off the iron. That one bounces around and retrieved by Ivy. She was hit, no whistle. Zoomer takes it back. She takes the left wing 3. That one's no good either. And McAllister's 3 ball's suddenly gone cold. Ball comes ripped loose. Ivy gets another rebound, or that was going to actually be a steal after Stevens had the rebound.
That's her 3rd steal.
Driving in, popping shot, baseline 2, airballed, way too strong by Zoomer. Rough night for Cambry Zoomer and Rylan Lusnow from the field. Going baseline, Adams tries to draw contact, misses the shot, and another rebound by Mila Cole. 45 seconds left in the third.
It's her 5th rebound.
Ivy, who is, again, she's had some great games as a part of the black and gold this year. This has been her best. She's navigating the offense. Almost carried the ball right there, though. Cochran gives it back to Ivy left wing. 27 seconds left in the third. Cochran lobs it to Boatwright. Boatwright near corner. Back to Cochran right at elbow. Takes a quick 2. Can't bounce it in. We have a rebound by Cole in the low post. Guarded well by Stevens. 16 seconds left in the third quarter. Near corner Cochran takes the open corner 3. That one's no good either. High post rebound by Adams. 9 seconds left in the third. McAllister's got to get back quickly. Adams into the corner. Gilbert takes that corner 3. It's in the air. It rims out. Offensive board by McCarter with 1 second, and there's a foul called at the buzzer. In reality, about half a second was on the clock when that foul was called. Are they going to call this on a shot? They're going to call it on a shot.
Foul was on Ivy, her 1st.
So that means 2 free throws for Rayleigh McCarter. McAlester only 3 points in the third quarter. And this is looking a whole lot like what it looked like back in McAlester, though, when here's the first free throw that's made. It was a 28-25 game. McAlester was down to Tahlequah back in McAlester, and they were held to only 12 points in the second half. It's looking a whole lot like that so far here in this second half. As McAlester gets outscored 13-3 to end the third quarter. 36-21 is the score. We'll head to the fourth here on KNED.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
Beginning the fourth quarter, a third quarter has so far doomed McAlester unless they can change the narrative here in the fourth. And for the first time this game, McAlester will get the ball to begin a quarter. We're talking about the first, second, and third. All went to Tahlequah. Ivy will inbound to us now back in the game with 3 fouls. Bounce, passes it to the baseline, back outside. Ivy, right wing three. Can't get the shooter's bounce. And it's an offensive rebound as it's tipped out over to Ivy as the shooter retrieves her ball. Passes inside, finds Cole. Cole grabbed, 2-pointers up. She got it and one. Mila Cole is able to bring it to a 13-point game. Second foul on Landon Stevens. First foul on the Tahlequah Lady Tigers to begin the fourth quarter. 36-23 the score, and a chance to complete the three-point play with this trip to the line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. Cole hits the free throw, and it is a 36-24 game.
And she's up to 6 points.
McAllister's only had 3 free throws in this game. Is well in transition. Les now was a hair shy of getting a steal, but she does poke it loose and prevent the easy 2. 12-point game, 36-24 with 7:38 left in the game. Inbound left wing, driving in Gilbert. Gilbert's 2 is made, and she answers back with an and one. Foul by Taylor Williams.
That's her second. Team first here in the fourth quarter.
So Gilbert with the chance to complete the three-point play. Free throws in the air and made, and it's now 39-24. McAlester back down by 15. Right now, Ivy needs help. Zoomer gets the inbound as she was calling for it, and then she kind of just went running towards the half-court line. She gets past one lady, into the paint, bounce passes to the low post to Williams. Williams' 2 is too strong. Cole's got the offensive board, and the putback. Mila Cole with the strong start to the fourth quarter, getting 5 points here in the first 40 seconds of the fourth.
She got 8 points today.
Passing right wing, looking back door. Too high for Gilbert, into the corner, won't be saved. McAlester forces yet another turnover on Tahlequah, down by 13 with 7:11. No, not the gas station, left in the game.
Mila Cole sneaking up on a double-double. She's got 8.7 rebounds.
Zoomer across the timeline, navigating left, passing left, and it's swatted out of bounds. Looking for Rylan Luss now left wing. Ivy will inbound in front of her own bench. In front of her own dad there on the bench. Feeds it to Zoomer, left front court. Zoomer looks, passes to the left side to Ivy. 6:55 left in the game. Into the corner, Cole, one dribble, picks up that dribble, passes high post to Williams. Williams is 2, bounces in. Great find by Mila Cole, and Taylor Williams obliges. Makes it a 39-28 game. McAllister's already over-doubled the amount of points that they had in the third quarter. 6:37 left in the game. Left wing, Gilbert's open. She won't take the 3. She'll go baseline instead. Gets past Williams, throws it to the right wing area. Wilson back to Gilbert. Gilbert in the corner, sidesteps, now drives. Low post, gets a bump, can't score. Ball goes out, saved by Luss now. They're going to say not saved by Luss now. Thought she was well behind that out of bounds line.
Okay.
But it will stay with Tahlequah here with 6:24 left. Inbound, right wing Adams takes the open right wing 3, won't go. Over the back of Zoomer, there should have been a foul. Again, no foul on McCarter, but McAlester gets the ball anyway after a Zoomer rebound. Zoomer, speaking of which, has it left wing 3 in the air, won't go too strong. Lesnow trying to fight for it back. She hits it out of bounds into the Tahlequah, the McAlester cheerleaders on that far side. 6:07 left in the game. 39-28. Near sideline, passing high, finding Stevens. Stevens looking for Adams, finds her on the orange line inside low post. McCarter passes it out. Lost it. Stolen by Ivy. Ivy's fourth steal of the game. Ivy passing into the corner to Zoomer. Zoomer retrieves. Looks and finds Lesnow. Lesnow left wing. Top of the key back to Ivy. Ivy looking inside. Nothing was there. Ball's poked loose by Adams out of bounds. As Ivy will let it roll out. Ivy with 4 steals and a timeout called by Coach Qualls of Tahlequah. McAlester down by 11 but fighting here with 5:42 left in the game. You're listening to Lady Buff Basketball on KNED.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready Z-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
39-28, the McAlester Lady Buffaloes have pulled it within 11 points. They've won the quarter by 4 thus far. Need to win it by quite a bit more, but again, they're fighting here in the fourth. 5:42 left in the game. And it's been what on the season, they've been role players, but they've been stepping up to be big players in this game. Katie Ivy, Chloe Boatwright, Mila Cole at times has been a major player, and she's been a major player in this one. Near corner, Taylor Williams. Jump pass, right wing to Ivy. Ivy navigates, bounce passes to Cole, high post. Cole bounce passes it to the low post. Lesnow double team, drives all the way into the other corner. Lost the handle, gathers it back before it goes out of bounds. 5:17 left in the game. McAlester has 4 timeouts remaining. Tahlequah has 3. In the corner, bounce pass baseline. Williams, 1 dribble, tries to feed it outside. Open left wing 3. Zoomer connects. She's been waiting on that one. Painted gold, 8-point game, 39-31.
She's up to 5 points.
McAlester wants to press. Near steal by Cole. Throws it across to Gilbert. Gilbert left alone along the perimeter. Now McAlester follows in suit. McAlester, this is a gotta-have-it game if you want to jump up in the 5A4 standings. There is no more give and take. You have to win this game if you want to jump. Anybody have a chance of jumping Memorial. Left wing, feeding baseline. And even if you win this game, you still got to take 1 from either Durant or Glenpool.
Which is much easier said than done.
4:30 left. 39-31. Stevens trying to throw it right side, hit out of bounds by Zoomer. Right now, Tahlequah knows that McAllister's got some momentum. They're trying to slow it down. Both teams with 1 team foul apiece. Gilbert inbounds to McCarter. McCarter swatted out of bounds again by Zoomer. Straight back to Coach Qualls.
She's been a menace on these last couple defensive possessions.
Wilson, edge of the circle. Back to Alana Stop. Stop with her heels getting closer to that half-court line. Bounces it to the right side. It hit out of bounds again by Zoomer. She is not letting anyone grab it near that corner. Another side out coming up from Gilbert. Gilbert trying to fight it into the low post. Lesnow said don't go there. Instead they go to the orange line with the inbound. Stop currently has it. Backing on up onto that Tiger logo about halfway through the fourth quarter. Ivy, great defense, already with 4 steals. Forces the pass up to Wilson. Bounces it. McCarter. McCarter out right side. Stop. Gets past Zoomer for the moment. Back to the orange line. Left wing. Can't wait for the shot clock. Top of the key. Far sideline. Again, don't hate the player, hate the game, but I'm glad that the game is changing. Left wing. Off a screen. Passing it back inside. Not ready for it with Stevens. Cole's got the steal. 3:34 left in the game, though.
Tried to run pick and roll, and she was not ready for it.
And a timeout called by Coach Bashirs. She'll have 3 left. Both teams have 3 left. 3:30 left in the game, 39-31, and a pivotal possession coming up for the Lady Buffaloes. You're listening to McAlester Lady Buff Basketball on KNED.
Ever notice how one thermostat can spark a full family debate? Dad cranks it down, Mom turns it up, and the kids, well, they just want it perfect for video games. That's when your HVAC system says, I'm done. And that's when we step in to keep everyone comfortable and prevent the family from turning on each other. Because let's be honest, the dog shouldn't have to choose sides. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 0014445. McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider. Deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging. More time with your provider. Same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
Coach Bashirs knows how big of a possession this is, especially with how Tahlequah burned about a minute of game time off of the clock the last possession they had. So down by 8. There's the inbound. Ivy passes into the corner to Cole. Cole bounce passes it to Williams. Inside to a cutting Mila Cole, who scores! Perfectly drawn up by Coach Bashirs and brings it down to a 6-point game. 39-33.
Cole's up in double digits. She's got 10.
Long pass to Gilbert. Once again, they set up on that side of the half-court line. Left side of the half-court line. 6-point game, 39-33. Staub has it. Left front court. Guarded well by Les now. Swinging it to the far corner. Now back to the near corner. Wilson bounce passes it inside. Stevens open. Layup is made. Got loose for a little bit inside the paint and brings it back to an 8-point game, 41-33. Ahead to Les now. Les now quickly to a cutting Zoomer. Zoomer brings a lot of contact to her as she goes up with a 2. She doesn't make the shot, but she'll go to the line.
Second team foul on Tahlequah here in the fourth quarter.
Now it'll be on Stevens. That'll be her 3rd. This trip to the line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. Zoomer retrieves the basketball. Toes that line, bends the knees. First shot up, first shot misses, rims out. 81% free throw shooter for Cambry Zoomer, by far the team leader. Next closest player is 63%.
Chloe Boatwright checking in for Taylor Williams.
Trying to split the trip at the line. Second free throw in the air. She missed them both. Too strong, rebounded by Tahlequah. Gilbert inside to a wide open Stevens as McAlester was slow getting back, and it's Tahlequah that breaks what is essentially a McAlester press, it seemed like. Makes it a 10-point game, driving in Les now wildly, can't score. Gets her own rebound as she hits the deck. What's the call? Looks like a foul called. It'll be a foul here on Tahlequah after another Les now rebound. And that's back-to-back fouls on Landon Stevens. That's her 4th.
Now you need to attack her and try to get her 5th.
You know, even if she does foul out, even with 2 minutes left in the game, that's still enough time for McAlester to make something happen. Corner after the inbound. Ivy way too strong, but a straight ball to Cole, who misses the first shot, gets her own rebound again and misses the second shot. Now ball's inside the paint. And a foul called amongst the chaos there in the paint.
I don't know how that's a foul.
Like, and we're all the way on the other side. That reminds me of that meme. Ref, how could you not see it? That ball was outside.
I mean,
watching the game from the blimp.
We can still see it pretty well.
They call the foul on Mila Cole.
That's her 4th.
But there's so many people down there in the paint that I don't know how that one wasn't called a jump ball like what we've had earlier in this game. Adams gets past 3 different black jerseys, throws inside to Gilbert. Gilbert's 2 is up and missed. And here, closing in, Mila Cole is fouled out. A great game for Mila Cole, but she fouled Stevens on the offensive rebound. Oh, they're calling it on Les now.
Okay.
It'll be Les now's 4th. Thought Cole was in that area, so no one's fouled out yet. And inbound straight to Landon Stevens. That can't happen. Coach Bashirs is already stomping. She knew what was going to happen right when it started to happen. And now we have another stoppage. We have
They say she's bleeding or something?
There's a uniform malfunction here. jersey got ripped or something.
Yeah.
Don't think she's bleeding because no one's really going to wrap her up or anything.
Parker Cochran checked in for Rylan Less now.
2:05 left in the game, 45-33. Zoomer takes it across, passes to Ivy. Last chance at a surge here. Zoomer takes the left wing three. Painted gold! 9-point game as Coach Bashirs calls a quick timeout with 1:54 left. 45-36. Dyslexic there for a moment. You're listening to McAlester Lady Buff Basketball's Lady Buffaloes trying to make this push here in the final 2 minutes on KNED.
This February, it's about more than getting from place to place.
It's about how you feel every time you get behind the wheel.
From comfortable sedans to versatile SUVs, there's a Nissan designed to fit your life.
With thoughtful design, advanced technology, and the confidence to go wherever life takes you.
And right now, enjoy rates as low as 0% and top dollar for your trade.
This February, love what you drive.
And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
So the score is 45-36. The McAlester Lady Buffaloes trail by 9 after a Cambry Zoomer made 3. McAlester will press. Inbounding will be McCarter. McCarter being chased by Ivy. Ivy trying to foul, and they will foul McCarter. Free throws will be coming up. Oh, no, not yet. We still have to have one more foul here. That's going to be team foul number 4.
Brandon, I think they're trying to discuss if that was an intentional foul by Katie Ivy.
Come on.
I mean, because
Ivy was chasing her down, and as McCarter is running as fast as she can, that's just the way that her momentum is taking her. That's not an intentional foul.
I've got a pretty good feeling this is going to be called an intentional foul. Yep.
That's insane. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure.
McCarter's first free throw is good as it rattles home. So 2 free throws in the ball. That's
insane.
That's ridiculous. Second free throw is back ironed and falls out.
Yeah, I'm just going to say it. Ball don't lie.
That's crazy. Again, Ivy is chasing McCarter.
What are you supposed to do?
She didn't give her a forceful push. Again, McCarter's running as fast as she can with the ball down the near sideline. If she gets a little bit of a touch there, she's going to fall forward a little bit. It's not like she was shoved with 2 elbows. That is a rough call in a game where you're trying to get back in it inside Gilbert's 2. That's a hard foul and 1. And that might have just put the game away. Gilbert has a chance to complete the 3-point play. She was knocked over by Chloe Boatwright, her first. And McAlester has officially put Tahlequah into the bonus for the remainder of the game, all 138 left in it. Free throw is up and short by Gilbert. She gets her own rebound as it tipped off of 2 McAlester Buffaloes. I'm surprised that's not an intentional foul as we go over towards the corner.
That'll be another one on Katie Ivy, her third. It seems like every time we come here.
Again, I feel like it's been a pretty, and this is what I'm saying, I feel like it's been a pretty well officiated game. That in a pivotal point in the game when you still have a chance of bringing it back. It's the first free throw is made by Gilbert. You hate to see an intentional foul call there. Obviously, there's no malice of any form. I don't know. Second free throw shot is made to make it 50-36. I feel like I'm crazy. 90 seconds left in the game. What kind of swing was that on that possession? High post, driving in. There's the foul inside as Cole was driving towards the basket.
Folks, I know you can't see it, but Brandon was about to lose his mind.
Well, the guy that should have called the foul did not. It had to come from somebody over from the media table. It was the same guy that ended up calling the intentional foul just a moment ago. Fouls on number 25, Rayleigh McCarter.
Her first.
Cole with 2 free throws. First one's in the air and good as it rattles home.
She's up to 11 points.
This trip to the line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. Second free throw by Cole. Got them both. Right back on track. But yeah, going back to that, that was a 6-point swing in one possession. Here's a long pass to Adams. Zoomer tries to get the ball, and it comes, I think they just got tangled up there as they're both going for the ball in the low post. It gets hit out of bounds as Adams and Zoomer were both going for it. Last touch by Zoomer. I think she had her ankle kind of rolled up. It'll be a baseline inbound coming up here for Stop, I believe. Stop lobs out right wing to Stevens. Stevens to Adams on the orange line with 1:19 left in the game. Adams navigates into the front court, a little further into the left front court, guarded by Boatwright. See if McAlester wants to try to foul here. I mean, Boatwright has got one on her. Past the top of the key, looking inside to Wilson. Wilson underneath the basket, dribbles it back out, guarded by Ivy. 60 seconds left in the game in a 12-point game. Again, Boatwright applies a lot of pressure on Gilbert. Passing back near sideline, 54 seconds. Still no fouls yet for McAlester. Top of the key, passing right side, 48 seconds. Pass is tipped and stolen by Cole. So what do I know? Ivy ahead, over to Lesnau, far corner. Lesnau on her drive, goes up from the hip with the airballed shot. It tries to be saved by Cole, and it's going to get bounced into the arms of Tahlequah, and that should just about do it. McAllister's going to drop their 7th in a row. They're going to drop to 5-18, and their chances of climbing out of the 8th spot in 5A4 is all but over. Which means that they would go to play the 5A3 district champion at their place here in a couple of weeks.
It'll be one of either Booker T or Shawnee.
Again, not saying that McAlester can't have an incredible bounce back here in the next couple of games and win 2. It's just incredibly hard to do it against the top 2 teams in 5A4. But McAlester will have to dig down deep if they want to do it, as they fall today 50-38 to the Tahlequah Lady Tigers on what was a pretty strong showing, with the exception of quarter number 3, where they only scored 3 points there, and that was the dagger for the Lady Buffaloes. Again, final score 50-38. It's time to look at your post-game stats, brought to you by McAlester Auto Collision. They are who you want after the event. They'll make your vehicle look great again. Call 918-715-3173. Nate?
Mila Cole was your leading scorer today. She had 12 points on 4 of 7 shooting from the field. Ended up just a rebound shy of a double-double with 5 offensive rebounds, 4 defensive, along with 2 steals. Katie Ivy had 8 points, a Buffalo high for her here today. 2 of 7 from the three-point line. She had 5 rebounds, 3 offensive, 2 defensive, along with 4 steals. Cambry Zoomer also had 8 points today, along with a steal. Didn't have a rebound today.
This is kind of, I'm just going to interrupt you for just a second. This is pretty cool with their senior night. They put on the clock 20-26.
That is pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
And they're doing it for the score as well.
Sorry, Nate, continue.
Cambry Zoomer did not have a rebound today, but she did have 8 points along with the steal. Chloe Boatwright had 6 points, 2 of 4 from the three-point line, had a defensive rebound. Riley Lesnau had 2 points today, 7 rebounds, 4 offensive, 3 defensive. She did get in some foul trouble today. She had 4 fouls along with a block. Taylor Williams had 2 points with a defensive rebound, and Parker Cochran had 4 rebounds along with a steal. And that'll do it for individual scoring. We'll move on to team stats now. McAlester 14-47 from the field, good for 30%. Tahlequah 19-41 at 46%. McAlester 30% from the three-point line, 6 of 20, to Tahlequah's 4 of 16 at 25%. McAlester 4 of 7 from the free throw line at 57%. Tahlequah 8 of 12 at 67%. McAlester dominated the rebounding today,
which is crazy because that did not happen last time.
It was 14-7 on the offensive rebounds.
Nice.
But 13-13 on defense, so that brings it to 27-20 total rebounding. McAlester actually if I'm doing that math right, that was 14 Tahlequah turnovers to 15 McAlester turnovers.
Much better.
2 Tahlequah blocks, 2 McAllister's 1.
So this game really came down to who shot the ball better.
Yep.
And Tahlequah shot the ball better. So hats off to the Lady Tigers as they win today by a final score of 50-38. But still a lot of things for McAlester to build on. Again, even if the rest of the season you're going to be taking on teams that more than likely have a really good chance of making it to the state tournament.
Yep.
Because you play Durant and Glenpool, top 2 teams in 5A4. And then you're going to go, unless you can turn things around really quickly, at the end of this week, you're going to be playing a team that is going to be a district champion here in a couple of weeks, too.
Yep.
So, but there is some things that you can build on. And like we said, if you play like you did with the exception of the third quarter today against Durant, you can beat Durant.
Yeah.
You just have to be able to put that together for a full 4 quarters. So there is momentum being made. Again, you're seeing the younger players start to find their groove a little bit more and get into more of a rhythm, but still wasn't enough to beat Tahlequah here in Tahlequah. Again, 50-38 the final. All right, so while we have the looks like the senior night festivities, what's going to happen here is we're going to be running some commercials here from the video side of things. Also for the radio side, we're going to go through all 8 of our fantastic sponsors: Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air LLC, McAlester Direct Primary Care, Fenton Nissan McAlester, W.E. Alford Propane, The Bank & A, Stipe Law Firm, and Vickers Power Sports. On the radio side, if you're listening on KNED, once we go through those 8 commercials, we're going to go back to music for just a bit, if it lasts that long, and we will be back with the boys pregame here shortly. Again, you're listening to McAlester, Lady Buff, and Buffalo Basketball on KNED.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the A is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with a Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
At Vickers Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vickers Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Ever notice how one thermostat can spark a full family debate? Dad cranks it down, mom turns it up, and the kids, well, they just want it perfect for video games. That's when your HVAC system says, I'm done. And that's when we step in. To keep everyone comfortable and prevent the family from turning on each other. Because let's be honest, the dog shouldn't have to choose sides. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001. McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider. Deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging. More time with your provider. Same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
This February, it's about more than getting from place to place.
It's about how you feel every time you get behind the wheel.
From comfortable sedans to versatile SUVs, there's a Nissan designed to fit your life.
With thoughtful design, advanced technology, and the confidence to go wherever life takes you.
And right now, enjoy rates as low as 0% and top dollar for your trade.
This February, love what you drive.
And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Welcome back along the foothills of the Ozarks, where Tahlequah just finished up with their senior night. And we just finished up with the girls' game, in which the Lady Buffaloes fell by a final score of 50-38. Now let's preview the boys, as the Buffaloes are 14-8 on this year and are coming off of a 73-56 loss to the East Central Cardinals on Friday, where East Central shot the lights out of the gym. McAlester was 39% from the field and 40% from three, but East Central was 51% from the field, with 13 of their 25 makes being from deep. Their three-point ball was 13 of 24 for 54%. They were also 10 of 10 from the line, while McAlester was 8 of 17. Like I said, neither team ended up shooting very well from the free throw line, both the boys and the girls back in Tulsa. One thing that kept McAlester in the game was the domination of the boards. McAlester out-rebounded East Central 32-18, including 17 offensive rebounds to 3. But East Central's shot was simply too much to overcome. Some standout performers for McAlester. You had Rodney Washington with 15 points. He is 49 away from 1,000. Brandon Smith with 14 points, 7 boards, and 4 steals. And those are the top 2 players for McAlester. Obviously, you still had Caven Hill. He ended up having 8 rebounds in that game. Jasper Meat had 9 boards. Davian Pouncil had 6 points and 3 boards to go there as well. Now looking at the Tahlequah Tigers, they are 8-10 on the season. Now averaging 49.8 points per game, just slightly above what they were averaging a couple of weeks ago. They're also giving up 51.8 points per game, led by head coach Matt Qualls. They are 2-4 since playing McAlester. Their wins were 66-19 over East Central's JV and 52-40 against Pryor. East Central's JV, that was in the Catoosa tournament, but they ended up winning that game. Looking at McAlester and Tahlequah's last game, again, it was 3 weeks ago to the day. McAlester won 65-56, despite being 3 players and 2 starters down at the MAC. And that's including Jasper Meat, Rodney Washington. McAlester led wire to wire and by as many as 19 points. Tahlequah cut it to a 7-point game, but McAlester held on. McAlester only shot slightly better from both the field and 3. In fact, most stats were even. However, McAlester did more with their 4 extra free throw attempts, going 13 of 22, while Tahlequah was 8 of 18 from the charity stripe. Some standout performers. Brandon Smith had 20 points on 36% shooting and 6 steals in that game. You had Davian Pouncil with 17 points on 57% shooting and 3 steals. You also had Caven Hill, 16 points on 58% shooting, was a rebound shy of a double-double. And, hey, Rodney Washington has not played against Tahlequah this year, but Tahlequah knows who Rodney Washington is. As we mentioned,
sure do.
He made his debut. He still says his favorite dunk to this day is the putback dunk that he had here in his varsity opener back here at this gym about a year and a half ago now.
Yeah.
So the average that he had against Tahlequah last year was 18.5 points per game on 46% shooting, 36 from downtown, had 9 rebounds, 5 steals, and 3 blocks in those 2 games. He's looking for a stellar showing tonight along the foothills of the Ozarks. So, Nate, my question to you is, why is Rodney your key player to watch?
Well, like you said, last year against the Tigers, Rodney almost immediately put his name on the map with a massive putback dunk right here in Tahlequah. Now just 49 points away from 1,000 on his career. Rodney will need to have a bounce-back game against a team that hasn't seen him this season. As you said, he missed the matchup back in McAlester. Next up, Brandon Smith. Brandon had a great game against the Tigers back in the MAC, scoring 20 points and stealing the ball an incredible 6 times. His play here recently has been critical for the Buffs, and if he can keep this up going into the playoffs, the sky is the limit for him and this team. But talk about the sky being the limit for someone. Caven Hill is going to be my final player to watch. He had a near double-double against Tahlequah last time out, scoring 16 points along with 9 rebounds. If these 3 are playing at the top of their game, there are very few teams in the state that can keep up with them. And we'll move right on into our keys to the game. First up, free throws against one of the best teams in the state, regardless of class. McAlester shot 8 of 17 from the charity stripe. That cannot happen today against the Tigers. If you can get back to around your season average of 61% from the line, you're going to be okay. Next up, keep the momentum from 3. Back in January, the Buffs shot 2 of 15 from 3-point range against Tahlequah, whereas the Tigers actually ended up shooting worse from 3, making just 2 of 18. Back on Friday, the Buffs shot 40% from 3. If you're able to do that again today, you should feel pretty good about your chances in this game. And finally, just stay focused. This is something we bring up from time to time, but just remember not to let the highs get too high or the lows get too low. If Tahlequah jumps out to an early lead, keep your head up, adjust, and chip away at the lead. If you jump out to an early lead, continue playing your game and force Tahlequah to adjust. Do that, and you could very well walk out of Tahlequah winning your final road district game.
And sounding a lot like Coach Craig there in your final key to the game.
I do what I can.
Hey, we have about 4 minutes until the start of our game where we have the starting lineups announced and tip-off happen. Again, McAlester, now they can, it depends on what happens with Durant. As we're looking at the 5A4 standings here for the boys, East Central is 11-1 at plus 141. Memorial is 11-1 plus 139. McAlester cannot host a regional. That is out of the question. But they can clinch their 3 spot, really all but clinch it. I don't see how anyone can really jump McAlester unless Claremore goes on a heck of a run to end the year. But McAlester could go up to 8-4 plus 50 and have a 4-game advantage over Claremore and Tahlequah and have the sweeps of both of those teams if they win today. Claremore's at 4, Tahlequah's at 5. Durant and Pryor have only played 9 games so far, so they still have 5 more to go in a week and a half. Durant's at 2-7 minus 52, Pryor's 2-7 minus 92. And Glenpool is 1-11 minus 117. That's your look at your district standings. So again, McAlester can even further solidify their spot at the 3 spot. They're looking pretty right now. They have plenty of chances to clinch for the rest of the week here, but they can still continue to solidify their spot right where they have been really all district play long. So we will take a break, and when we come back, we'll have your starting lineups be announced here for our finale of the night here of your Tuesday night in Tahlequah. McAlester and the Tigers coming up on KNED.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear. Never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit CFMotoUSA.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Walters Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Walters Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Ever notice how one thermostat can spark a full family debate? Dad cranks it down, mom turns it up, and the kids, well, they just want it perfect for video games. That's when your HVAC system says, I'm done. And that's when we step in to keep everyone comfortable and prevent the family from turning on each other. Because let's be honest, the dog shouldn't have to choose sides. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 0014445.
Welcome back to Tahlequah, Oklahoma. We're about to have our starting lineups announced here for the boys' game as McAlester boys are trying to ruin Tahlequah's senior night here tonight. But let's look at your starting lineups for the McAlester Buffaloes, the road team on the scoreboard, 14-8 on the season. Again, led by head coach Lou Dawkins in his first season. So your starting lineup looks like this for McAlester. You have number 2, Brandon Smith, the junior point guard. You also have sophomore guard number 3, Rodney Washington. Number 5, junior combo guard, Davian Pouncil at number 5. Also, number 15, I believe getting his first varsity start is junior guard, number 15, Gianni Facio. And also starting for McAlester, the freshman combo forward/center, number 32, Jasper Meat. So those are your starting 5 for the McAlester Buffaloes. Again, wearing their road black jerseys with the gold numerals on the front and back and gold accents around those new jerseys that they got here this year. We're about to have our starting lineups be announced for the Tahlequah Tigers, led by head coach Matt Qualls. Again, McAlester is at 3rd place in the 5A4 standings. Tahlequah is at 5. If McAlester beats Tahlequah tonight, McAlester will have the head-to-head in both games over Claremore and Tahlequah. Should either team make a big jump in the final 3 games of the year, McAlester just really struggles against Glenpool and Durant to end the season on Friday and Saturday when they come back home for the first time in what has been about 2 weeks. Now let's look at the starting 5 for the Tigers wearing their home white uniforms with it looks like the black numerals on the front and back. You're looking at number 1, Aiden Johnson. Again, Tigers led by head coach Matt Qualls, 8-10 on the year. I believe that's also number 22, Duke Dobbins. Again, they're about to announce him officially over the scoreboard, or over the PA table. But we're just trying to see who we can see from the bench here.
I think I see a number 5.
I don't have a 5 here on my roster, so I don't believe that's 5.
That is definitely number 5 on the bench, though.
Yeah, our starting 5 last time out was Jet Morrison, Aiden Johnson, Jaron Dick, Caston Wilson, and Duke Dobbins. So we'll see what the starting 5 is. They're getting things situated over at the PA table.
Well, they announced Shura Pickens starting for McAlester.
Oh, so they had to go fix that. Pretty good showing for the Tahlequah Tigers today on their home side. As for McAlester, we ended up having a little bit of people in to making the hour-and-a-half drive. If you are watching from home, thank you for listening. As we do have number 0, Jet Morrison, is also a starter for the Tigers today. As we already mentioned, number 1, Aiden Johnson. Let us know where you're listening from, by the way, or watching from on Twitter, @BuffSportsRadio. Again, that is Twitter, @BuffSportsRadio. You can also comment underneath our latest Facebook post. As we mentioned, number 22, Duke Dobbins. Oh, number 5, Daniel Corey, getting the start here on senior night. And number 32, Kingston Hall. So I'm assuming here on the senior night, a lot of seniors that don't normally get the starts maybe are getting the starts here tonight here on what a lot of senior nights are their final senior games of their at home of their career. We're about to have tip-off brought to you by T&W Tire McAlester. Say hi to Gail and Doug. See their technicians for brakes, suspensions, and alignments, along with 24-hour road service. They carry Goodyear, Michelin, and other brands to fit your budget. That's 918-426-6571. So starting a little bit later here today, about 33 minutes after the 7:30 mark, but again, we had senior night in between. From all of us here at McAlester Radio, want to congratulate all the seniors for Tahlequah as well for their accomplishments for their program. McAlester, not rocking any seniors for both the boys and the girls, so we're just having pink out night, or pink out day rather, on Valentine's Day on Saturday.
I can't remember the last time I've seen 2 teams of the same sport not have a senior.
I'm not going to try to get caught lying here. Pouncil inside the circle, opposite of Johnson. Ball is in the air. Tip is won by McAlester as Facio takes it and hands it off to Smith. And we are underway in Tahlequah. It's basketball time here in the Heartland. Far corner, Pouncil feeds it to Washington straight away. Back over to Pouncil, angle right, passing inside to Meat. Meat double teamed. One dribble, back outside to Rodney. Rodney, angle right, 3, painted goal. Hot start for Rodney Washington. And McAlester takes the early advantage.
Definitely what you wanted to see on that first possession. Found the open shot and drained it.
Well, you can tell that Tahlequah, when they saw Rodney hit the floor for pregame warm-ups, they said, dang it. Not going to get that lucky again. Again, he did not play against Tahlequah 3 weeks ago as he was sick. Pass inside, double team, 2-pointer up, and we have a foul called. Heading to the line for 2 free throws will be number 32, Kingston Hall.
I believe the foul is going to be on Johnny Facio, his first, team first here in the first quarter.
So just 39 seconds into the first quarter. Hot start for the McAlester Buffalo offense, who's kind of been sputtering as of late. First free throw banks in. on a hard free throw shot. Again, McAllister's averaging about 64 points per game on the year. They had 56 against East Central, 47 against Claremore, 60 against Ada, 42 against Tulsa Memorial. It's been a little while since they've reached that season average. Second free throw is made as well. Last time that they reached that season average or surpassed it was in the championship game of the Old Fort Classic, where they won against Fort Gibson 65-55. Right now, game is 3-2. Outside, right wing, Pouncil between the circles, back over to Brandon Smith in this looks like 2-3 zone. Now driving in Rodney. Rodney out inside, back outside. Quick pass far corner. Pouncil sets up for three, fires, and just missed it. Rattled out. So it was halfway down the hoop there for Pouncil. Good look. 3-2 the score. McAlester leading by 1. 6:52 left in the first.
And I know he struggled from three early on or the season, but that's the shot you want him to take. He's open, and that's a shot that he can make.
Left wing, bounce pass inside. Trying to get past Facio and a travel down the low post. We had multiple players hit the deck. And some more whistles.
I think it might be a delay game warning.
As the ball, yeah, that's what the official noted there as the ball went rolling towards one of the corners.
And he was warning Hall.
So 3-2, McAlester leading by 1. Both teams have had a possession each. 6:38 left in the first. Smith takes it on a slight jog across the timeline, settles on the left side of the half-court line. Rainbow lob to Rodney. Rodney dribbling into the middle of the floor, passes it on a bounce to Facio, far sideline. Facio picks up his dribble, throws it high to Brandon. Brandon looks inside, tipped 3 times, and taken by the Tigers. Stolen by number 5, Daniel Corey.
First steal of the day for Tahlequah.
Dribbling left, bounce passing it far sideline. Trying to drive on Brandon, stopping far sideline. Now restarting inside. Turnaround jump shot is made. What a shot. That one was made by Jet Morrison. 4-3 the score. McAlester trailing for the first time today. Right wing, Facio. Facio one dribble to Rodney. Rodney finds a lane, attacks it, goes around a man, got the foul, does not get the shot, but he'll go to the line to try to tie it up and maybe take the lead.
Be the first team foul on Tahlequah. Foul's going to be on number 32, Kingston Hall, his first.
This trip to the free throw line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs, plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. Rodney's first free throw is good. Tie game 4-4. Rodney, a 69% free throw shooter. Has all 4 points for the Buffaloes thus far and 45 away from 1,000. He was 4 of 6 from the line against Tulsa East Central last Friday and 10 of 14 from the line in the series against Tahlequah last year. He makes them both as this one spins in, and McAlester retakes the lead 5-4.
He's got all 5 for McAlester right now.
Hot start for Rodney. We know that he's kind of struggled as of late, but again, already a hot start with 5:40 left in the first quarter. Rodney picks up the ball handler far sideline, passes into the corner to Johnson. Johnson drives past Pouncil to the low post, met by Meat. Meat throws inside, past Meat. That's going to be made to by Duke Dobbins. And it's now 6-5. McAlester wanting to catch Tahlequah napping. Driving inside, and there'll be a travel called as Davian Pouncil looks like he might have taken an extra step down there in the low post to give the ball back to the Tigers. 5:23 left in the first. Checking out is Kingston Hall. Checking in, Jaron Dick. Morrison down the floor, met by Brandon Smith in this 2-3 McAlester zone. Now looking more like a 3-2 as Rodney comes up by the wing. Right side to Johnson. Johnson passes straight away to Dick. Thought about the 3. Guarded by Meat. Back left side. 5:03 left in the first. Back to the right wing. Setting up for 3 and draining it is Daniel Corey. 9-5, McAlester down by 4. Lobbing to Meat. Climbing high to get it. Dribbles in. Gets fouled on his way up. There'll be 2 free throws for Jasper Meat.
It'll be the second team foul on Tahlequah.
Foul will be on Daniel Corey, who just made that last 3. Again, Tahlequah, like McAlester, struggled from 3 back at the back. They were 11% from downtown. Meat's first free throw is good. Meat, a 42% free throw shooter, was 2 of 5 from the line against East Central on Friday, part of a 6-point performance against the East Central Cardinals. And the first point by someone not named Rodney Washington for the Buffs thus far. Corey also takes a seat. Checking in, number 11, Connor Tyndall. Just to make it a 2-point game. Meat slight bit in the knees, right foot in front of the left. Second shot is up, rims out, tipped rebound. Brandon Smith officially has it after Pouncil was fighting for it. Quick swing left side, Rodney. Dribble, step backs, long two, baseline, got it. Rodney is on fire thus far. He is 2 of 2 from the field, but has 7 points because of an and one, or 2 free throw makes as well. 9-8, McAlester is down by 1. Also pressing. Tahlequah beats that press with Jet Morrison dribbling across, stopping just inside the 3-point line. Back outside, Dobbins up against Pouncil. Works off a screen. Pouncil picks it up well. The guy on the pick and roll. Down the baseline, picking up the ball is Dobbins. Dobbins looks well guarded by Fastio inside. Open 2 from the left block is airballed. Offensive rebound put back up and made by number 3, Jaron Dick. It's an 11-8 game. McAlester trails by 3. 4:05 left in the first. Rodney for the tie. That one's a little short. Heat check for Rodney, as he took that one from about 5 feet beyond the true three-point line, that black line that you might see if you're watching on the video screen.
Tahlequah started out 4 of 5 so far from the field.
Again, they shot 46% against McAlester, so that might still be, 80% is not sustainable, but a high shooting percentage might be. Left wing, Dick setting up for 3. That one's too strong. Rodney's got the easy rebound on the other side of the rim. Rodney pushing it ahead, trying to throw it to Fastio. It's taken out of thin air by Jaron Dick. Dick one-on-one with Rodney. Stops on a dime. Left block 2 is made. 13-8. As Tahlequah's off to a hot start behind their home crowd here on senior night.
They're 5 of 7 from the field.
Smith to Rodney. Rodney stepping back, finding Smith back on the orange line. Jump stops in. Free throw line floater. Can't bank it in. Offensive board, Meat. Meat turn around. Triple team. Doesn't matter. He scores on the floater and pulls McAlester back within 3. 13-10. McAlester wants to press far sideline, and a timeout call by head coach Matt Qualls. Uses an early one here with 2:59 left in the first. McAlester trailing 13-10 on KNED.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
Tahlequah has come out swinging against McAlester, but McAlester answering back more often than not. It's 13-10 right now with 2:59 left in the first. And how about Jasper Meat and how much he's come along here in his freshman season? The kid's getting better and better as the season's going along.
Yeah, he's had a great year.
He has moved his way into the starting lineup. Bounce pass inside as we have Tahlequah getting the ball to resume play. Here's a mid-range jumper that's up, and what a roll in. That looked like the Tiger Woods putt. And crossing the out-of-bounds line along the baseline for the 3rd time this season, crossing the out-of-bounds line, trying to get it inbound was someone from McAlester, and it's an immediate turnover on the Buffaloes. 15-10 the score. McAlester, looks like it might have been Brandon Smith that had that turnover. Down the low post, Pouncil is guarding up the post player, Duke Dobbins. He lost the ball. Brandon tries saving it along the baseline to complete the steal, can't do so. But let's go back to that last shot, though. I think that was Connor Tyndall that made that shot. It had no business. Gravity doesn't work like that. It shouldn't hang off the right side of the rim and then roll like that. What English that ball had. Low post, guarded well by Meat. And now he tries to do it again. This time airballs it, and it's rebounded by Jacoby Boyd, who's checked in. Rodney bouncing ahead, throwing it outside on an island near corner 3. Brandon should have had 3 free throws here as he was hit to the ground. Missed 3, though, and rebounded by Tahlequah. 2:24 left in the first, 15-10 the score. Far sideline to Dick. Dick thought about stepping back for 3. Excuse me, that's Johnson. Now over to the corner. Morrison, guarded well by Boyd, takes the 3, far corner, airballs it. Offensive rebound. Double team the low post. Fadeaway jumper is airballed, way too strong. Mead's got the rebound. Mead ahead to Rodney. Down by 5, 2 minutes left in the first. Rodney, Euro step right past his defender and scores.
He's already up to 9 points.
15-12, McAlester trailing by 3. McAlester pressing across the half-court line. With it is Johnson. Johnson inside spin move. Morrison's 2 is no good. Rebounded by Brandon. Smith taking it down the floor. Smith to the top of the key. Jump stops in. Throws it outside. Deep in the corner. 3 by Rodney. Painted cold. Rodney Washington makes it a 15-15 game, and we have an official's timeout by the scores table. Well, it's because one Tiger, and I thought I saw this as well, Connor Tyndall went running towards the alley, and I'm hoping it's not a medical thing here, but during the play, he went running towards, back towards the locker room area.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
I was hoping that wasn't a guy that was currently on the floor, but it looks like it is. Connor Tyndall was on the floor, and so they had to bring in somebody to come in for him. Hopefully everything's all right with that young man. 15-15 is the score. 1:34 left in the first quarter. Here's a long pass. Brandon tips it over towards the cheerleaders, out of bounds. But how about Rodney's start, man?
He's already up to 12 points here in the first quarter.
You think he's come out firing? He's moving a little bit differently tonight, it just seems. Inbound near corner, Morrison trying to drive on Brandon. Tough two, over Meat, won't score. Boyd's got the rebound, throws ahead to Rodney. Does Rodney want to push it? Rodney stops, restarts, drives in. The two is up, and a foul called, offensive foul on Rodney. They're going to say that, I guess he extended the elbow. That'll be Rodney's first, team second. Still tie game, 15-15. Didn't make the shot anyway. 1:19 left in the first. Inbound in the corner. Double teamed, in trouble. Throwing it off of the foot of Pouncil was Dobbins. $1:15 left in the first. Now a side out. Still right there by the corner, though. It'll be Dick trying to inbound. Looking, well guarded. Ball comes loose. Now it's Davian Pouncil that gets the steal. Can't score, though, as it was well guarded by the right block area. Try to double clutch. Now Pouncil trying to get the ball back. There's a push. Duke Dobbins does not get charged with a foul. Now driving in, pulling up, free throw line jumper over Jasper Meat. Tahlequah retakes the lead. Jet Morrison, smooth like butter. 53 seconds left in the first. Smith right front court. Far sideline, finds a lane, attacks it, jump stops in, gets the man to jump for Troy. Back outside, Pouncil to Rodney. Rodney, left wing, thought about the three, back straight away. Pouncil was loading up, now drives, goes inside, and a charge called. Hitting the deck and hitting it hard was Aiden Johnson. That'll be team foul number 3 on McAlester. And the first personal on Pouncil. Smith checks out. Case Patton comes in, so does Ty Moscato. They'll come in for Pouncil. And right here, with Rodney already having one foul, you want to make sure that Rodney doesn't pick up his second in the final 37 seconds.
Right. No reason for him to pick up a foul here.
McAlester wants to press, though, and you do risk fouling when you do press like that. Double teamed in the corner, jump stopping, bounce passing near sideline, grabbing it's Morrison. Morrison guarded by Rodney. Still in the backcourt, they beat the press. Dobbins dribbles up to the perimeter, gets past Patton, drives, kicks, right wing threes in the air and short. Ball comes loose, last touch by a Buffalo.
I think Rodney actually got a piece of that.
Hey, I'm not gonna deny it.
Tahlequah 1 of 4 from 3 right now.
I think they made their first 3 and then they have missed 3 straight. Dick will inbound, baseline in front of the cheerleaders right side. He'll lob it out and find Johnson on the orange line. 20 seconds left in the first. A 17-15 lead for Tahlequah thus far. Bounce pass near sideline. Again, McAlester didn't trail against Tahlequah at all in that game back in the MAC. Dick right wing, guarded by Meat. Bounce pass, baseline, driving in, stopping. 5 seconds, near corner. Dick for 3 at the near buzzer is drained, and it's 20-15, and that will be the end of the quarter. So again, Tahlequah did not leave McAlester at all against the Buffaloes in the MAC. But right now they lead 20-15 at the end of the first quarter in what was an inspiring quarter for the Tigers behind their fan base. We'll take a 60-second break and be back with the second quarter on KNED.
Game day.
This February, it's about more than getting from place to place.
It's about how you feel every time you get behind the wheel.
From comfortable sedans to versatile SUVs, there's a Nissan designed to fit your life.
With thoughtful design, advanced technology, and the confidence to go wherever life takes you.
And right now, enjoy rates as low as 0% and top dollar for your trade.
This February, love what you drive.
And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
I'm going to give you a fun fact. Well, if you're a McAlester fan, it's not really a fun fact. The Tigers only scored 56 points against McAlester 3 weeks ago. They're already getting kind of close to halfway there. 8 more points and they'd be halfway there to that total. 20-15 as they shot the lights out of the gym here in the first quarter. McAlester trying to lock things up defensively. Driving baseline, tough two, blocked by Jasper Meat, and Rodney's got the ball. Rodney one-on-one towards the other side. He'll slam it home. He nearly brought down the backboard with a right-handed tomahawk. That's how you start the second quarter. I can feel the earthquake from here. 30 seconds into the second quarter, McAlester trailing by 3. Right wing, stopping. Boyd, well guarded. Boyd goes for the ball. There's a push, no foul. Near corner, stopping. Three-pointer in the air, way too strong. Offensive board, putback is good over Meat. As coming back into the game, Kingston Hall answers back the dunk with the 2 off the offensive rebound.
And Brandon, this near backboard must be thinking, why is it always me?
Driving in Meat, low post, fouls on the floor first. As Meat tried wrestling it away from a Tiger. See who the foul's on. It's going to be on Jaron Dick.
Brandon Smith will check back in here for Jacoby Boyd. And Pouncil also checking in for Case Pat.
There's been a couple of plays where I feel like there could be offensive fouls called. One was when Boyd was down on the ground. There was a Tiger that was pushing him off. That should be an offensive foul. Pouncil is told to tuck in the jersey. He'll go back to the baseline and get ready to inbound this ball.
Not really sure why I had to go back to the sideline to do that.
Right at the glass. He receives the basketball, looks for the open man. Finds Rodney, but it's a tip pass first and stolen by Duke Dobbins. McAlester down by 5 with 7 minutes left in the half. Dobbins taking it across the timeline, stopped. Pouncil's right there with him. Dribbling left, stopping, double teamed, in trouble. Passes back to the circle. And Tyndall back in the game, which is great to see. Driving in, lobbing it inside to Hall. Hall ripped away by Jasper Meat in the low post. Hands it to Brandon. Again, Tyndall, I say good to see as Brandon's driving, kicking over to Pouncil. Pouncil inside the paint, open, 2 floater, goes, and it's 22-19. But Tyndall, in the middle of a play, back in the previous quarter, if you missed it, he had to go towards like the locker room or that alley area, and we were hoping that it wasn't injury-based, but he's back on the floor, and that is a great sight to see there. In the front court corner, there'll be a foul called on Pouncil. That'll be his second.
That'll be the team's second here in the second quarter. Jacoby Boyd going to check in here for Pouncil.
Pouncil had a great game against Tahlequah last time these two teams played. He had 17 points on 57% shooting. He's a guy that you don't want to have on the bench for too long. And also Kyle Moss will get his first minutes.
He'll check in for Jasper Meat, who had a fantastic first stretch.
Rodney, Moss, Smith, Moscato, and Boyd on the floor for McAlester currently. Moscato trying to guard Dobbins. In the front court, Dobbins takes it with the left hand towards the circle and sets up the offense. 5 wide here. Now cuts inside, top of the key. Back to Tyndall. Tyndall left wing. Thought about the long three was Dick. And stays guarded up by Moss. Moss right there with him. Passes straight away. Morrison drives, stops, feeds it back outside Dick. Throwing it back to the near corner, setting up for 3. Contested 3 is good. Another made 3 that time by Duke Dobbins, and it's 25-19. McAlester trails by 6. Rodney, jump pass inside, finds a wide open Jacoby Boyd who scores. 25-21, great feed from Rodney Washington. McAlester wants the pressure. Tahlequah wants to beat that pressure. They do so far sideline. Throwing it back, heels near the half-court line, finding Mandone open, low, bounce pass, late, getting 2 men to jump for joy, and Dobbins scores again. 27-21, bumps it back down by 6.
Tahlequah's 11 of 21 from the field.
Far corner, Moscato sizes up for 3, painted cold, T-Quah tie, 27-24. 5:10 left in the half. McAlester pulls it to a 3-point game.
McAlester 3 of 6 from 3 right now, 50%.
Morrison across, guarded by Smith. Traveled as he rolled into Smith, and now give the ball back to the Buffs with 5 minutes left in the half. I'll tell you one thing, though. Tahlequah's given McAlester everything they want and more so far.
Yeah, like I said, they are 11 of 21, but McAlester is 9 of 14 from the field, 64%.
How are they down by 3? Far sideline, Rodney into the corner. Moscato, can you do it again? No, airballed. Way too strong on that one as he thought he had it. Was on line, just too much mustard. Throwing ahead, right wing. Dick gets Rodney to jump. Step back. Near corner three is blocked by Rodney, and he gets the rebound. Throws ahead to Brandon. Brandon weaving through traffic. Bounce pass late to Boyd. Boyd's 2. No good. Offensive board. Brandon's right there. Put back 27-26. McAllister's brought it back to a 1-point game. They're going on a run. 4:25 left in the half. Moscato. Yeah, that's an easy call of a foul. Just landed into Aiden Johnson.
That'll be the first on Moscato. That is the team's second for McAlester in the second quarter.
4:24 left in the half.
Looks like Pouncil going to check in here.
And Pouncil's got to be careful playing with 2 fouls himself. He'll check in for Moscato, but Pouncil's someone you can't have off the floor for too long. He's your leading rebounder, but right now he hasn't had a lot of chances to rebound with both teams shooting as well as they have. Dick will inbound near sideline, looks and finds a man in stride, Morrison, guarded by Rodney. Takes the right wing 3, that's in and out, and we have a foul called on the floor. And we will see what the call is.
Foul's going to be on Kyle Moss, I think.
Say they pushed on the rebound attempt, so a miss by Tahlequah, but goes straight back to Tahlequah, and McAllister's third team foul. Dick will inbound baseline. Looks, passes tipped on the inbound, stolen by Brandon. Ahead to Pouncil, ahead to Roddy. Roddy in the clear again, and he'll bring down the house. Two-handed slam, and McAllister takes the lead. 28-27, timeout Tahlequah. 4:09 left in the first half. You're listening to McAlester Buffalo Basketball on KNED.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The rim is crying. Rodney Washington has laid down 2 ferocious dunks already. 4:09 left in the first half, and we have an official that went and talked to Pouncil. And not much there, but 28-27, McAlester leads by 1 as they've gone on a crazy run thus far and have taken the lead for just the second time in this game. Again on a press, Tahlequah beats it. Left wing, ahead to a cutting Morrison. Morrison's 2 is blocked off the backboard by Rodney Washington. Baseline 2 after the offensive board is made, and they continue to shoot the lights out. Jet Morrison with the baseline 2 to give the Tigers lead back, 29-28. And Rodney is fouled along the right wing area by Morrison.
That'll be the second team foul on Tahlequah here in the second quarter. And Jasper Meat's going to check in here for Jacoby Boyd.
First personal by Morrison. Rodney is moving differently tonight.
He's got 16 points. He is 6 of 7 from the field.
6-7. Pouncil inbounds over to Brandon. We're not quite done with that yet, are we?
No, we're not.
Far corner, Rodney for 3. That one no good. Offensive rebound. Davian Pouncil is fouled on his way up, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Be the third team foul on Tahlequah. Foul's going to be on number 22.
It's Duke Dobbins. That's only his first. So no one really in foul trouble for the Tigers. This trip to the free throw line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. Pouncil's first free throw. We've got a tie game, 29-29. Pouncil, a 45% free throw shooter, went 0 of 2 from the line against East Central.
Pouncil's got 3 points today.
Averaging 11 points per game on the season, 7.1 rebounds per game. Second on the team in steals per game at 1.8, if you wanted to know that. Second free throw. He misses the second one as it rims out. Rebounded by Tahlequah as they move the other way. Brandon guarding a Tiger closely. They do get across the half-court line, far corner, driving baseline. Reverse layup is made. They continue to shoot the lights out. 31-29.
50% from the field.
Rodney stepping back, waiting for his offense. Buffs down by 2 again. 31 first half points, and we're still not even done. Outside, Moss straight away to Brandon. Brandon orange line, picks up his dribble, passes right wing. Rodney lobs it in to Mead. Mead backing up his defender. Triple team back outside. Right wing drive. Stopping right elbow. Back outside to Moss. Moss thought about the left wing 3. He dribbles in. Stops high post. Gave it up. Dick against a fellow number 3, Rodney, and also Kyle Moss. Rodney blocked a shot well after the foul occurred by Kyle Moss.
That'll be the second foul on Moss.
And 4th foul here on the Buffs.
And looks like Ty Moscato is going to check in here. I would imagine for Moss.
Again, the Tigers, this is not common of the Tigers to do this. They're averaging 49.8 points per game on the year. They are at 31, and we have 3:02 left in the first half.
Again, they're 50% from the field.
Inbound, swinging it right wing to Dobbins. Dobbins near corner, open 3 in the air by Dick is good. Man, what possessed the Tahlequah Tigers tonight?
They're 40% from 3 right now.
34-29, Buffs back down by 5. Rodney in the paint, goes up for the contested floater that won't go, but he's fouled again. That's foul number 4 on Tahlequah, and that's a foul on Connor Tyndall. That's just his first. All these fouls coming up against different players for Tahlequah. Rodney trying to bring McAlester back a little bit here. First free throw is good. 34-30 as both teams are lighting up the scoreboard.
Case Patton checking in for Moscato here.
This is feeling a lot like the OK game.
Yeah, I wasn't here for that one, so.
Well, not just the OK game. I meant really the KIP prep game.
Yeah.
That's what it's feeling like. An 89-83 final. Second free throw by Rodney. He got them both.
He's up to 18 points in the first half.
34-31. He already has more points in this game than he had in the last 3. Pass ahead. Intercepted. Case Patton with the steal. Feeding to Brandon. Brandon left wing. Looking inside. Back outside for the tie. Rodney right wing 3 is good. Rodney Washington on a different planet right now. 34-34 the score, and we have a stoppage again as McAlester is waiting to press.
One official went over to talk to Coach Dawkins.
A warning for something. 2:29 left in the half. McAlester wants to press, inbound double teamed inside the paint. Brandon trying to get the steal. Dick gets past him. Far sideline, triple teamed, in trouble. Lobbing it, and now finding the open Tiger. Back door over to the right wing, into the corner. Nope, they're going to keep it with Duke Dobbins right side. Patton, tie game 34-34, 2:12 left in the first half. Inside the circle. 3-2 zone, no, really man-to-man defense here by the Buffs again. As we have a timeout called by Coach Qualls, he'll take a 60-second timeout. He'll have 3 left, 2:05 left in the first half. Tie game 34-34 here on KNED.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power down box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
We're all tied up 34-34. Hey, I think both teams are really playing magnet ball right now. What are the shooting percentages of our two teams, Nate?
It's kind of wild. McAlester is 60% from the field, 12 of 20. Tahlequah 14 of 27. Both teams are shooting above 50% here in the first half. And both teams above 40% from 3.
34-34, 2:05 left in the half. Dobbins looks to inbound, can't find anyone. In trouble, throws it on a short hop, and it's grabbed by Morrison. Morrison guarded by Rodney. Dribbles the top of the key, lobs inside. Open man for a moment, but couldn't handle the ball. Now diving for it, it's Brandon. Out of bounds, last touched by Tahlequah. McAlester has a chance to retake the lead. Their largest lead of the game was the first three that they made today. 3 points has been the largest lead for McAlester. The largest lead for Tahlequah has been 6.
Jacoby Boyd checking in for Patton here.
1:57 left in the half. Boyd spins it in to Brandon. Brandon passes left side over to Rodney. Rodney attacks inside the paint, looks inside, finds Davian Pouncil's 2 is good. And McAlester back up 36-34 with 1:43 left in the half. McAllister's pressed really all game. That's a near travel, not called. Near sideline. Tyndall lobs it. Low post, feeding it back outside. Dobbins quickly gathered in by Pouncil, back into the corner. Double teamed as, I believe that's Dick, tries throwing it off of Pouncil, and it's out of bounds as he stepped out of bounds as he was preparing to throw it off of Pouncil. That was actually Johnson that stepped out of bounds. Again, when you get to that corner, as if you're watching on the video stream, that's the view that we have.
Yeah, we are on the opposite side of that corner.
So 1:25 left in the first half. McAlester leads by 2, 36-34. Brandon passes it on a bounce to the right wing to Boyd. Boyd to Rodney, orange line. Splits the defenders, back outside, left wing 3 by Brandon in the air. Got it, painted gold. That one spun and then hung on the side of the rim and then fell back through. 39-34, McAllister's largest lead as Rodney bounces it straight to a man, and Brandon's got the steal away from Tyndall. Brandon to Jacoby Boyd. Boyd double teamed outside Brandon right wing, and we have a Tiger that's down on the other side of the floor, and he's holding his left ankle.
And apparently Brandon Smith traveled.
So that's the only reason why the clock stopped, is because Brandon traveled, not because we had the injury on the other side of the half-court line. The injury comes to Tyndall. He's back up and he's walking on his own power, which is great to see.
And he was the one who had to head back to the locker room.
Yes. So, again, making sure everything's all right with him. So Moscato, as Tyndall makes his way to the floor again, hopefully everything's all right. He is kind of looking at his right ankle area, too. Both teams have 14 fouls, so a foul by either team sends the other to the free throw line. 56 seconds left in the half. McAlester leading by a game-high 5 points for them, 39-34. Inbounds, far sideline. Morrison has it, guarded by Rodney. Ball gets poked loose by Rodney out of bounds when shooting like a laser towards the baseline. 53 seconds left in the half. What has been a high-scoring first half. Didn't expect this half.
No.
Inbound, far corner. Feeding it, top of the key to Johnson, guarded by Washington. Johnson begins his dribble, steps back, now goes back in, lobs back out. Far corner 3 in the air. That one's no good. Collective heat check for the Tigers, rebounded by Jasper Meat. One dribble, 38 seconds left in the half. Brandon takes it to the orange line, finds a lane, drives in, floater from inside the paint, won't go. Pouncil gets the offensive rebound, goes back up and scores. McAlester leading 41-34. Coach Qualls was wanting a travel on Brandon. He was wanting the carry. Bounce past baseline, 22 seconds left in the half. McAlester double teaming. Getting across the half-court line, Morrison. Morrison on the drive against Meat. Pulls up. Mid-range floater was blocked, I believe, by Rodney again. Left wing, now driving inside in the paint. 10-foot jumper goes and one. Duke Dobbins makes the 2 with a chance at the three-point play with 8.7 left in the half.
And that's the third on Pouncil. That's about worst-case scenario right there.
The good news is you just have 8 seconds left in the half.
In case Patton, I would have to think, is checking in here for Pouncil.
So 41-36. Coach Dawkins upset with the way that last defensive possession played out. Dobbins trying to complete the three-point play. Spins the ball, bends the knees, right foot in front of the left. Ball is in the air and made. 41-37. Inbound to Brandon. Brandon across the half-court line, 5 seconds. Brandon driving. Brandon, mid-range floater, won't get the bounce. Offensive board, Patton at the buzzer, left it short. And that's the end of the first half. The McAlester Buffaloes trailed for a majority of the first half, then broke away a little bit in the second quarter, near the final 2 minutes. But still, we've got a high-scoring highly contested game here on Tahlequah Senior Night, 41-37 the score. We'll be back in a little bit with your halftime stats on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from McAlester Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at McAlester Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Ever notice how one thermostat can spark a full family debate? Dad cranks it down, mom turns it up, and the kids, well, they just want it perfect for video games. That's when your HVAC system says, I'm done. And that's when we step in to keep everyone comfortable and prevent the family from turning on each other. Because let's be honest, the dog shouldn't have to choose sides. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 0014445. McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider. Deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging. More time with your provider. Same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
This February, it's about more than getting from place to place.
It's about how you feel every time you get behind the wheel.
From comfortable sedans to versatile SUVs, there's a Nissan designed to fit your life.
With thoughtful design, advanced technology, and the confidence to go wherever life takes you.
And right now, enjoy rates as low as 0% and top dollar for your trade.
This February, love what you drive.
And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at FentonNissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Well, the last time these two teams played, neither team could shoot from 3, and it was a low-scoring affair. Pretty much. Yep. Not so much tonight. 41-37 is the score. Both teams are shooting plus 50%, and we're going to look at all these crazy stats with your first half stats brought to you by First Realty. 602 South 2nd Street, McAlester. Call 918-423-3122 or visit first-realty.net.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. And don't forget, if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. If you have questions, give us a call at 918-423-3122.
All right, Nate, with the Buffaloes leading 41-37, let's look at our first half stats.
All right, Rodney Washington was your leading scorer in the first half, and did he have a first half, ladies and gentlemen? 21 points in the first half, 7 of 9 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 3 defensive rebounds, and Brandon, what might be more impressive than the 21 points, he had 3 blocks in the first half.
Yeah, and he would have had more if there would have been a couple of fouls before the blocks.
He would have had about 4 or 5 blocks.
He's moving differently. Again, we know that he kind of left the the game a little bit early with what looked like could be a scary right knee injury, came back and then played against Claiborne East Central, but wasn't moving quite the same as what we've seen Rodney move at times. He's flying around the floor tonight.
Next up, Davian Pouncil, 7 points in the first half on 3 of 5 shooting from the field, 2 offensive rebounds. He did have 3 fouls, picked up his third with like under 10 seconds left in the first half. He also had a steal. Brandon Smith had 5 points, along with 3 rebounds, 2 offensive, 1 defensive, and 2 steals. Jasper Mead had 3 points, made his only shot from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, had 3 rebounds, 1 offensive, 2 defensive, and he had 2 blocks of his own. Ty Moscato had a 3, 1 of 2 from three-point range. Then Jacoby Boyd, 1 of 2 from the field. He has 2 points along with 2 rebounds. Case Patton has an offensive rebound and a steal. And that will do it for individual scoring in the first half. And folks, these shooting numbers are ridiculous. Just plain and simple. We'll start with Tahlequah. They were 15 of 30 from the field, good for 50%. 4 of 11 from 3, good for 36%, and 3 of 3 from the free throw line. McAlester shot better everywhere except for the free throw line. They were 60% from the field, 15 of 25.
Imagine shooting 60% from the field and only leading by 4 at the end of the first half.
That's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
McAlester, 5 of 10 from 3, 50%. 6 of 8 from the free throw line at 75%. McAlester out-rebounding Tahlequah, 14 to 11. 6 offensive rebounds from McAlester to 5 for Tahlequah. 8 defensive rebounds from McAlester to Tahlequah 6. McAlster's forced 8 Tahlequah turnovers. Tahlequah's forced 9 McAlester turnovers. And 5 blocks from McAlester to 0 for Tahlequah.
So as we have about 3.5 minutes until the second half, Buffaloes trailed for most of the first half. Then they broke through late in the second quarter to take a 4-point advantage, 41-37. What can McAlester do to really get into the driver's seat of that 3 spot by beating both the 4th team and the 5th team in District 5A4 twice? If they beat Tahlequah, McAlster's looking really good at staying in that 3 spot. What do they have to do the rest of this game to solidify that and make it happen?
Well, I mean, you're going to have to figure out some way to disrupt Tahlequah's rhythm on offense. I mean, both teams shooting above 50%, typically not sustainable. But if you can disrupt their rhythm before Tahlequah disrupts yours, you're going to be in a good spot. And, I mean, don't change anything on offense. I mean, don't change anything on that side and continue your rebounding. I mean, you are playing tough defense. Tahlequah's just making the shots.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just keep forcing them into tough shots. Eventually, those are going to stop falling, you would think. I've said that before, and it keeps not happening.
Again, Tahlequah this is not a team that normally does this. They're averaging 49.8 points per game of the year. They're at 37 at the end of the first half. So if the Buffaloes can stay the course and then but also McAlester 60% from the field doesn't seem sustainable.
Well, that's what I was saying.
So,
but whoever forces the other team out of their rhythm first is probably going to end up winning this game.
Again, 41-37 is the score. We have about 2 minutes until the beginning of the second half. Buffalo's trying to hold on and get another win and improve to 15-8. And if they win this game tonight, they'll have 15 wins in a single season for the first time since they last went to the state tournament 20 years ago. We'll see if the Buffaloes can do that here in T-Quah. We'll be back in 90 seconds with the second half here on KNED.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready Z-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Vehicles can be dangerous. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF motor vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotorusa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
As Nate mentioned in the halftime show, who's going to budge first? 41-37 is the score. McAlester is leading by 4. Both teams shooting plus 50% in the first half. Tahlequah right at 50%, and for McAlester, 60%. Waiting to see who's getting the ball first as McAlester is sending out their starters. Gianni Facio, Brandon Smith, Davian Pouncil, Jasper Meat, Rodney Washington to begin the third quarter. 41-37 is the score. Facio inbounds to Smith. And we're back underway. 2-3 zone defense by Tahlequah. We'll see if we have the same high-flying half as we did the last 2 quarters. Roddy tries driving right side. He's denied as he's guarded opposite of Jet Morrison. In the front court corner, he'll pass to Facio, left wing area. Left-handed dribble, double-teamed, in trouble. Passes high post to Mead. Mead tries to thin the needle, and it's kicked straight to Brandon Smith. There's a kick ball. Of course, Rodney makes the right wing 3. He's made a little bit of everything today. Of course, that one won't go as the kick ball leads to a baseline inbound here for Facio.
If only.
Facio looks, can't find anyone. Outs it into the backcourt to Brandon, who will retrieve it all the way by the Tahlequah paint. 30 seconds into the third quarter, looking for our first shot of the second half. Smith straight away, passes near corner to Facio. Facio tries bounce passing into the low post, and it's stolen. Kingston Hall wrestles it away from Jasper Mead. I think both teams are now even in turnovers. Dick currently has the ball inside the circle, guarded by Smith. 7:07 left in the third. Long pass near corner, grabbed by Dobbins, who had an and one before the end of the half, as there's the ball. It's poked out of bounds by Rodney, who reached around Dobbins and tried to hit it off his body.
And McAlester has 2 more turnovers than Tahlequah.
Had those switched. My bad.
No, you're good.
Baseline inbound. Dick looks, can't find anyone. Now cutting inside and scoring is Aiden Johnson as he found a little crevice inside of the paint. He has a chance to bring this to a 1-point game.
And Brandon, that is the 4th on Davian Pouncil.
So Davian's going to miss probably the rest of the third quarter, but Dawkins is not yet to make a move. He looks to his bench. Jacoby Boyd will be the person to run to the scores table. If the shot is made, then Boyd will get to come in. Free throw is up and made. 41-40, and Pouncil will have to check out. Pouncil really the only player in foul trouble for either team. Brandon gets the inbound. 41-40, Buffalo's lead. Just under 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Smith passes to Boyd, angle right. Boyd, high post to Meat. Meat trying to dribble in. Now passes out straight away. 3 by Rodney. Won't go. Tipped around, still in the air, taken by Tahlequah in stride. They'll try to push it. Morrison now waits for his offense as Rodney was last line of defense, and we know what Rodney can do. To the right wing, Johnson, guarded by Rodney. Gets past him, stops, jump stops backwards to Meat, or by Meat, back outside. Morrison now grabs it by the half-court line after a pass from that right wing area. Morrison to the left side to Dobbins. Dobbins off a screen by Hall. Dribbles around the arc. Pass nearly taken by Rodney. Back left wing. McAlester now needs to come back. Pop and shot left elbow. 2 won't fall. Rebounded by Boyd. Boyd lost it. Taken back by Kingston Hall. Now it's stolen again by Brandon.
That's the 3rd steal for Brandon.
Brandon nearly had his ball stolen from him, but a foul called first on the Tigers. And a little slow to get up is Jet Morrison, but he'll be okay. That's his 2nd personal, 1st team foul.
Yeah, he'll get called for the reach in there.
6:04 left in quarter number 3. 41-40 Buffaloes on top by 1, looking for their first points of the second half. Brandon bounces it to Rodney. Rodney to the right wing. Boyd tries to bounce it to the near corner, and it's out of bounds last touched after it was nearly intercepted by Duke Dobbins.
And Ty Moscato going to check in here for Jacoby Boyd.
Just under 6 minutes left in the third. Facio with a side out here. Finds Rodney. Rodney near corner, contested 3. Got it! Paint it gold! Rodney Washington, if you're keeping track at home, is 25 points away from 1,000. He's at 24 tonight. 5:40 left in the third. Left wing Morrison guarded opposite to Facio. Morrison tries to cross over. Facio now lobs it way too high, but grabbing it somehow is Johnson, and he throws it off the head of Moscato out of bounds. He jumped up, threw it off the top of Moscato's dome. So it'll stay with the Tigers. A whole new meaning to keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah.
Dick inbounds in front of his own team. Bounces it to the right front court. 5:25 left in the third. Morrison passes to Duke Dobbins, left side. Dobbins looks inside, well guarded by Facio. Off a screen, Rodney picks up Dobbins. Between the circles, passing right wing. Looking inside, nothing's open, and we have an off-ball foul.
That was going to be on Moscato. That'll be his second.
Team second. 5:14 left in the third. 4-point McAlester advantage. Same as what it was at halftime. Dick looks to inbound. Can't find anyone. Well guarded inside the paint. They'll have to get it out near corner. Dobbins sets up for three. Can't get it. Rodney fighting for the rebound. Instead, it's taken by Dick. Dick, 10-foot jumper goes. 44-42.
Tahlequah still 50% from the field.
5:02 left in the third quarter. 2-point game. McAlester up. Rodney splits defenders. Muscles his way in. Kicks it out far corner to Brandon. Brandon crosses over his man. Feeds it to the right wing, into the corner. Facio open, near corner three. Painted gold! Gianni Facio answers back. 47-42, buffs up by 5. 4:40 left in the third.
If you like offense, this is the game for you, folks.
Looking like a Big 12 football game. Left wing, hands off to Johnson. Johnson guarded by Washington. Back outside, right wing sidestepping. Free throw line, stopping, nearly traveling as Morrison feeds it out to the far corner. Dick trying to go baseline. Swipe loose by Brandon, then back out of bounds. Last touched by Brandon Smith. With 4:20 left in quarter number 3, 5-point McAlester lead. Kingston Hall checks out. They go with a little bit of a smaller lineup, as in for the first time, I believe, is Caston Wilson, who got the start against McAlester. That was back in January. Inbound, far corner. Dobbins, popping shot, right elbow, 2 goes, man. They are just money from inside the perimeter, really everywhere. Yeah, you're right. 47-44. McAlester is up by 3. Left wing, Rodney goes for another 3. Rims out. Was good until it wasn't. Moscato got to be careful. He was kind of hacking away there. Could have picked up his third foul. Moscato and Meat guarding. Meat gets the steal out of thin air. Meat waits for Rodney. Rodney driving. There will be a foul called in the low post. What's the call? They call charge. Well, they just wanted to look between the two officials to see what they wanted to call. They called on Rodney. That is the right call. He setting up for the charge. I believe that was Aiden Johnson. He was set up there with plenty of time.
And that'll be Rodney's second.
And if it wasn't a charge, it was going to be maybe a travel.
Yeah. Case Patton. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say 3:53 left in the third.
Case Patton checked in there.
47-44. The largest lead we've had in this game by either team has been 6 points, and both teams have led by that amount. In the circle, Brandon is guarding his man, passing to the far corner at 0-0 as Morrison's guarding Case Patton. Switch that around. Patton guarding Morrison, and he hit it off of Morrison's thigh out of bounds.
That'll go down as the second steal for Patton.
Patton up to 9 steals on the season. Still one possession game as both teams have still kind of slowed down a little bit. Brandon driving in, stopping, double teamed outside. Facio, give me another one. Right wing 3 won't go. Inside, Brandon gets the offensive board. He goes up, can't make that shot. And on his way back down, there was a whistle that was blown. Or was it a late whistle on a shot possibly? It's on Tahlequah. It's on Duke Dobbins. And they say it was on his way up after what looked like a missed shot. But Brandon will get free throws. This trip to the line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. Brandon's first free throw is good.
He's up to 6 points today.
No lead is safe.
Nope.
In this game. 48-44. It's just been a 4-point lead, though, for McAlester. Brandon was 75% from the line against Tahlequah in a 20-point game back at the MAC. This to make it a 5-point game. Brandon can't get it. Back irons it. Kingston Hall, who just checked in, grabs the rebound. 48-44. Rodney trying to swipe the ball loose. Behind the back dribble, poked loose by Rodney, taken back by the Tigers. He'll set up for a top of the key three that he won't get. Brandon climbs high for the rebound. 3:05 left in the third.
Tahlequah's 4 of 13 from 3.
Bouncing it ahead to Jasper Meat. Jasper patient and scores. What a find by Brandon Smith. Through the thick of it. 50-44. McAlester back up by 6. Rodney guarding Dobbins well to the near corner to Wilson. Wilson back out left front court to Dick. Finds Dobbins, far corner. Off a screen, could have been a moving screen by Hall. Feeds it inside, doesn't matter. Brandon's got the steal, but a foul called on Brandon after he grabbed it and was moving his way down the floor.
Okay.
I thought that, first off, Kingston Hall might have pushed a Buffalo while he was trying to make separation down in the low post.
There's a reason you thought that, Brandon.
50-44, McAlester leads by 6, and what could have been a breakaway two-pointer to go up by 8 instead turns into a baseline inbound for Tahlequah. Inbound, low post, 2 is up and made. Turns into 2 points anyway. Duke Dobbins, 50-46. McAlester fans are irate for good reason. 2:29 left in the third quarter. Left wing, Rodney. Lobbing it back to Brandon. Brandon straight away against a 3-2 zone. Right wing to Patton. Patton working around the front court. Not a lot of front court pressure. Rodney thought about a white line 3. Lobs inside instead over to Facio. Back outside near corner to the foot of Patton. Swinging it all the way back left wing. Brandon's getting fouled. We're not getting a whistle there. Back to the edge of the circle. Rodney has it. Rodney on the orange line kind of killing time. 2 minutes left in the third and a 4-point advantage, 50-46.
Not really sure why Tahlequah's backing off here. I mean, they're not in foul trouble. They've only got 2 team fouls.
In this quarter.
In this quarter, yeah.
McAlester 1 away from putting Tahlequah in the bonus. Right now, Brandon and Rodney playing catch, 1:40 left in the third. And just as we mentioned it in the girls' game, I know that a lot of Tahlequah fans are thinking the same. They can't wait for a shot clock either.
Yes.
As I mentioned, though, in the girls' game, even when it was Tahlequah hold the ball.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yep, and the game will be changing here soon.
Okay, Tahlequah fans can't really boo this.
The girls just did that in the previous game. Not to the same effect of just keeping the ball in the hip, but they did something similar. Left wing, Brandon into the corner. Facio setting up for 3. Can't get the bounce. Meat brings it in. Meat looking for an open man. Bounce passes out near corner. 1:05 left in the third. Brandon driving, backing up his man. Now reset up the offense in the front court. 59 seconds left in the third and a 4-point game. Again, Tahlequah not really bringing any pressure.
If they're not going to bring pressure, run the clock.
You know, since they're trying to turn the ball over, you want to still keep that 4-point advantage that you had at halftime. Again, they don't have anyone in foul trouble.
Yeah, I do not understand this.
I guess they just don't want to leave someone open by going and attacking Brandon. 26 seconds left in the third. This has been a game plan that's been adopted by more coaches, though.
Yeah.
This year.
I mean, it's going to be going away next year.
Get it while you got it, right? 14 seconds left in the third. Rodney now has it by the orange line. The pressure applied. Rodney drives into the paint. Rodney scores and 1. All that time for 2, maybe 3. He shoots, he scores right this way. Mr. Washington to the charity stripe. Fouls on Kingston Hall, his second, team third. And not only is that smart to hold the ball because you have the lead, no one else can really get into foul trouble that entire time for McAlester.
Yep.
It's smart in 2 ways there.
Well, Rodney was actually the one who has the most fouls on the floor right now. He's only got 2.
His free throw is in the air. It gets the shooter's bounce as it went over the shot clock, as high as the shot clock. And McAlester leads by a game high by both teams, 7 points. 53-46. Across to Johnson. Johnson step back. Left wing contested 3. Almost went. And that's the end of the third quarter. But what a game we have here in Tahlequah. 53-46 the score. McAlester leads. Put those 4s up in the air, Buff fans. You're listening to McAlester Basketball on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Ever notice how one thermostat can spark a full family debate? Dad cranks it down, mom turns it up, and the kids, well, they just want it perfect for video games. That's when your HVAC system says, I'm done. And that's when we step in to keep everyone comfortable and prevent the family from turning on each other. Because let's be honest, the dog shouldn't have to choose sides. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 0014445.
Another hard-fought game that we have here in 5A4. McAlester is leading 53-46 over the Tahlequah Tigers. They extended their 4-point lead at the break to a 7-point lead thanks to an and-one in the final 10 seconds by Rodney Washington. As Davian pounces in foul trouble, he'll stay on the bench. It's Case Patton, Brandon Smith, Gianni Facio, Rodney Washington, and Jasper Mead on the floor for the black and gold. As Tahlequah has the ball, shooting the lights out of their own gym right now. Right wing, looking inside, baseline. Johnson's for 2, got it again. They're having a lot of open shots, though. That's another reason why their percentage is so high. They have a lot of open shots from inside the paint right now.
Right. They're 20 of 39 from the field, over 50%, but their three-point percentage has dropped. They are 4 of 14.
53-48, McAlester leading by 5. And again, same game plan as what you had before. They're going to hold it in the front court until someone applies pressure. Rodney currently has it left wing. Calling for some help. Patton is open, and he gets it low post. Patton jumps in. He gets hacked, no whistle. Ball comes loose. Patton's got the offensive rebound. Back outside, far corner 3. Facio leaves it short. And it's rebounded by Jaron Dick. Passing ahead, 5-point game, McAlester leads. Far corner, Dobbins finds a man in the corner. That's Johnson. Jab steps, works along the perimeter. 7 minutes left in the game, 53-48. Also, Tahlequah has 2 timeouts remaining. McAlester has all 5. Spin outside into the corner, saving it from going out of bounds. Johnson quickly throws it off of Rodney. Rodney kind of threw his palms up in the air, and he's like, okay, you didn't have, because that's the third time that Johnson, again, it's a perfectly legal play. It's the third time that he specifically has tried to throw it off of a Buffalo out of bounds. It's worked 2 out of the 3 times.
Right.
6:47 left in the game. 5-point game. Rodney nearly poked the ball loose. Instead, it's taken back by Morrison. Morrison sidestep. Right wing 3 is off. Rebounded by Patton. Patton looking ahead. Finding Brandon behind his back, and he couldn't save the ball. Just open in transition. Miscommunication or something between Patton and Brandon. It looked like Patton wanted to go to Rodney at first, then changed his direction because that was closed in on quickly. Then went to Brandon, and then things went haywire.
At that point, if you're Patton, you just got to hold the ball, let your offense come to you.
I think it was too late because he was already in the process of trying to pass it.
Right.
Dribbling left is Dobbins. Works off a screen by Kingston Hall. Works off 2 screens, that time by Johnson. Dribbles top of the key. Rodney's got him. Left wing, driving in. 2-pointer over. Facio won't go. Offensive rebound, Kingston Hall. Turnaround jump shot won't go either. Mead's got the rebound, and we got another Tiger that's down inside the paint, and officials end up calling time to make sure that he doesn't get stomped on. That's Aiden Johnson that's down.
Well, Brandon, I think that might have been what happened.
Is when he hit the deck, he ended up getting stepped on because he's holding kind of his stomach area. Meanwhile, it's Patton that checks out and Facio comes in. And we're hoping that, again, Johnson's okay. We've had a few Tigers that have been banged up tonight. 6:09 left. 53-48, Buffalo's lead by 5. Largest lead has been 7. That was the smallest lead for McAlester after they went up by double digits. Back at the MAC. And Smith by the orange line, waiting for someone to apply pressure. He'll pass to Rodney left side. Rodney jab stepping and then stepping backwards again. Under 6 minutes left in the game. Rodney to Brandon, right wing. Looking inside, finding Jasper Mead. Jasper's 2 is missed right by the basket. Rebounded by Kingston Hall.
That's his first miss of the day.
Could have really used those points, though. Driving in Morrison, popping shot from inside the paint. Morrison left it short. Rebounded by Meat. Meat throwing it ahead for Rodney. Rodney one-on-one the other way. Gets past Dobbins. Still tries to score on Dobbins. Does so. And all the way from the other side of the floor, it's a call of an and one.
It shouldn't have to be that official.
The official went running from all the way by where Coach Matt Qualls was so as to call that and one because no one blew the whistle at the time. That foul's on Duke Dobbins. That's his third, but another and one for Rodney Washington, who is 1 point away from 30. Bends the knees. Shot is up. Free throw is made, and he's got 30 points as McAlester leads 56-48. This trip to the free throw line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. A new largest lead of the game, 8 points the difference between the Buffaloes' 56 and the Tigers' 48. Straight away, Morrison looks, finds Dick, angle right, guarded by Smith. To the top of the key, Dobbins comes open for a straightaway three, won't go, bounced out, offensive board. High post, passing into the corner. Johnson back in the game, fouled by Moscato as he was going baseline. That'll be the first team foul on McAlester. Third personal on Moscato, and he's back. Davian Pouncil comes in after he missed nearly the entire third quarter as he had his fourth foul in the first 45 seconds of the third. Also in Jacoby Boyd. In for Meat and Moscato. Meat may not be lighting up the scoreboard today, but he has been pivotal in McAlster's success so far. Far corner, orange line, handing it off. Dick on the Tahlequah logo with 5 minutes left. Picks up his dribble, bounce passes high post. Johnson looking for the open man, lobs it out, left wing, guarded by Boyd. Double team. 43 left in the first. 4:40 left in the game. Sorry, we just kind of came loose for a second there, but we're back. 4:35 left in the game. We had an unplug of the power cord there, 56-48.
And did they have a miss in offensive rebound?
No, nothing happened there.
Okay, thank you.
Left wing, Dick with 4:23 left in the game. Finds Johnson, swinging it right side, 56-48. No one's coming open. Now back to Dobbins. Dobbins long straightaway three, won't go either. Another offensive rebound. Low post outside. Morrison guarded by Boyd deep in the corner, feeding it back outside. I think that's Johnson for the right wing three. Doesn't matter. It misses anyway, and Brandon Smith has the rebound. Throwing ahead to Boyd. Boyd to a cutting. Davian Pouncil, who scores. And McAlester leads by double digits for the first time tonight. Could have had the end one there for Pouncil. 58-48, 3:50 left in the game. And a timeout called by Coach Qualls of Tahlequah. 3:50 left. He'll have one remaining for the rest of the game. You're listening to McAlester Basketball here on KNED.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
This February, it's about more than getting from place to place.
It's about how you feel every time you get behind the wheel.
From comfortable sedans to versatile SUVs, there's a Nissan designed to fit your life.
With thoughtful design, advanced technology, and the confidence to go wherever life takes you.
And right now, enjoy rates as low as 0% and top dollar for your trade.
This February, love what you drive.
And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
We have had 4 timeouts used in this game. All 4 of them have come from head coach Matt Qualls of Tahlequah. Again, 5 timeouts left for McAlester. Coach Dawkins in good shape with his team up by 10 with 3:50 left in the game. The only problem he's got to worry about right now is Davian Pouncil in foul trouble with 4. Rodney Washington is back. He didn't really leave anywhere, but he's back. He's got 30 points tonight, 19 away from 1,000. Tahlequah looking to inbound, and Rodney bats it out of thin air. It's stolen by Brandon Smith.
That's his 4th steal.
Out of the timeout, Rodney driving in, stopping, spin move, low post, gets positioning, but they're going to call a travel first, aren't they? Yep, travel first. Yeah, there was an extra step somewhere in there.
That's all right.
I don't know how he could have made his way from the corner to that spot. So, yeah, probably the correct call there. 3:30 left in the game. McAlester up by 10. Pouncil got to be careful, guarding his man well off a screen. Rodney's right there with Dobbins, passing back right side. Johnson drives on Fazio, gets into the paint. Block shot, no! It falls off the rim, back out the near corner after an offensive rebound. Three-pointer is up and made by Caston Wilson. 58-51.
That's the first they've made in a while.
Puts him right back into the game in a 7-point game.
That might have been the first made three of the second half for him.
It is. How many do they have now?
5.
Yep, because they were 4 of 11 from 3 in the first half. Off the screen by Pouncil. Brandon gives it back over to Pouncil. Pouncil, high post, looking inside. What a perfect pass to Jacoby Boyd. Thinning the needle, Davian Pouncil. Buffs back up by 9. 2:45 left. Again, both teams have only one team foul here in the fourth. Stepping back, long 2, won't go. Tipped loose, Boyd tries to get the rebound. Offensive again here. Passing inside the paint. 2 is up and made by Dobbins. Multiple chances McAlester had to end that possession. 2:24 left in the game. 60-53. Rodney drives in. Rodney gets the layup and one again. Rodney Washington has a chance to match his football number. And that's the 4th foul on Duke Dobbins.
Be the second team foul on Tahlequah. He is 11 of 15 from the field.
Rodney has been sensational. Sensational. There's no words to describe it. His free throw is made. Back to a 10-point game, 63-53. Rodney has 33 of those 63 points. McAlester, for the first time in a little while, has matched their season average. 2:11 left in the game. Off a screen, Rodney picks up the ball handler. Right wing, Dobbins has it, passing far corner. Now driving in on Brandon. Brandon knocks it loose. Ball's back and grabbed by the Tigers, throwing it out to the right elbow area. And a timeout called or a foul called? Brandon is going to be charged with a foul here, and Brandon
was on the ground.
Doesn't understand what the foul is on. It's only his second, so
Coach Dawkins is trying to call a 30-second timeout.
He wants the 30, and Dawkins is going to get it with 2:02 left in the game. That's only his first used timeout of the game. 63-53, Buffs up by 10. We'll be back in 30 here on KNED.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
2 minutes, 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The McAlester Buffaloes leading 63-53. Both teams, well, McAlester just about to their season average. Their exact season average is 63.9. They're at 63 points right now. Tahlequah shot better than what they've done on the season thus far. They're averaging about 49 a game. They're at 53 and still needing more if they want to come back and beat the McAlester Buffaloes. Buffaloes have owned the second half as the Tigers owned a majority of the first. Inbound, far corner, looking to get it back and getting it back. Newly into the game for the first time today, Sawyer Henderson feeds it back inside, double team, 2-pointer up and made by Duke Dobbins, who has been great. Back to an 8-point game. Tahlequah wants to press. 1:48 left in the game. Lobbing to Brandon near sideline, back to Rodney. Rodney across the timeline. Rodney creates some space. Rodney down inside to Davian Pouncil. Easy, like Sunday morning. 65-55.
Davian's up to 11.
Another assist from Rodney Washington, 90 seconds left. Still a 10-point game. Off a screen, Dobbins, right front court, tries driving on Fazio. Fazio right there with him. Draws contact, brings it back outside. With it, Daniel Corey. Hands it off to Morrison. Morrison can't attack. Feeds inside, tipped loose by Rodney. He's been everywhere.
He has had a fantastic game.
With the exception of his 45-point performance, this might be his best, even though it's not the most points, might be one of his best overall performances of the season. Inbound, far corner. Back out right wing, Corey. Bounce passes it, far side, setting up for 3. Dobbins got the 3. Back to a 7-point game with 1:07 left. Tahlequah won't go away. Boyd double team, finds Fazio. Fazio finding back Boyd in the backcourt, finds Brandon across the half-court line with under a minute left. Brandon attacks the paint. Brandon's floater won't go. I don't know if I like that. Throwing it ahead. Over to Johnson. Johnson near corner. Johnson weaving through traffic into the corner. That's that far corner. 45 seconds left. The reason why I don't know if I like that, you can just hold the ball. You have to force him to foul.
Yeah.
High post, outside. Dobbins tries to answer back again. He's fouled on the three-point attempt. With 36 seconds left, this could become a 4-point game if Dobbins hits all three. Fouls on Jacoby Boyd, his first. And Brandon Smith goes to talk with Coach Dawkins, and I think Dawkins might be telling Brandon the same thing. Like, hey, I know that was open right there. I know that you had your chance to really put us up by 9 again. But at that time, you need to make him foul you.
Yeah.
First free throw gets the shooter's bounce.
Wow. Did that go in?
Magnet ball.
Tahlequah 5 of 5 from the free throw line. 5 of 5.
Dobbins spins the ball, bends the knees. Shot in the air. That shot is good as it rolls through. Not a swish. And a chance to make this a 4-point game and really put pressure on McAlester in the final 36.8. Tahlequah going to give McAlester everything they got. Third free throw. Missed the last one. Pouncil gets the rebound. Pouncil's double-teamed. Pouncil lost the ball, gets it back. Timeout or a travel? They call a travel with 32.3 left in the game. I know he's all the way on the other side of the floor. I think right there, Coach Dawkins could have really used a timeout with Davey and getting in trouble. He has 4 left. 65-60 and a chance for Tahlequah to maybe make this a one-possession game. Jaron Dick will inbound it along the baseline. Matt Qualls is pacing. Looks, bounce pass. Morrison back to Dick, near corner. 30 seconds left. Top of the key, 5-point game. Morrison thought about the three, hands off to Dick. Straightaway three in the air, rimmed out. Rodney's got the rebound. Rodney ahead to Jacoby. Jacoby going up for the dunk, lays it home. No, he doesn't. Misses the layup, but Davian Pouncil's right there to put it back in. 67-60. Thank goodness Davian Pouncil was there. 9 seconds left in the game. McAlester should win this one. Top of the key. High post, left elbow 2. Got the bounce in with 2.1 and a 5-point game. And last time out called by Coach Qualls of Tahlequah. 67-62 the score. We'll take a break and be right back here on KNED.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
All the timeouts are used. All McAlester really needs to do is inbound the ball, and they'll win this game. 5-point game, 67-62 with 2 seconds left. Inbound to Brandon. There'll be a foul call, but the buzzer sounds. They're just going to call this game here. So the final score is McAlester wins is 67-62 over the Tahlequah Tigers, and they reach 15 wins for the first time in 20 years. The last time that McAlester got to 15 wins in a single season, they went to the state tournament. Will history repeat itself? We're going to find out here shortly. 67-62, the Buffaloes win. Ladies and gentlemen, Buffalo fans far and wide, grab that brush and paint that win column black and gold. It was a tough fight. Tahlequah gave them their all, but McAlester holds on. And they, third place is theirs to lose. I would have to really look at the 5A4 standings and how other teams in 5A4 did tonight, but they are looking really pretty now with 2 games remaining to solidify that third spot. So we will take one final break, and then we'll come back with some post-game stats. You're listening to McAlester Basketball on KNED.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top-tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Ever notice how one thermostat can spark a full family debate? Dad cranks it down, mom turns it up, and the kids, well, they just want it perfect for video games. That's when your HVAC system says, I'm done. And that's when we step in. To keep everyone comfortable and prevent the family from turning on each other. Because let's be honest, the dog shouldn't have to choose sides. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 0014445. McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
This February, it's about more than getting from place to place.
It's about how you feel every time you get behind the wheel.
From comfortable sedans to versatile SUVs, there's a Nissan designed to fit your life.
With thoughtful design, advanced technology, and the confidence to go wherever life takes you.
And right now, enjoy rates as low as 0% and top dollar for your trade.
This February, love what you drive.
And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Finn Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at finnnissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121.
Welcome back to the Tahlequah Activity Center. Brandon Green alongside Nate Brown. Nate, smile, you're on camera.
Oh, hi. I didn't know you had the camera on.
Yeah, the McAlester Buffaloes win tonight, 67-62, the final score. What a game we had. The McAlester Buffaloes ended up trailing for a majority of the first half, took a big run to end the second quarter and go into the locker room with the lead by 4, and they held on methodically throughout this game to end up winning by 5. And like I said, now they are at least 4 games up on the next closest team in the 5A4 standings, with 2 games left on the district schedule for them.
I mean, you got to feel good about where you're sitting at right now if you're McAlester.
All right, let's look at our post-game stats brought to you by McAlester Auto Collision. They are who you want after the event. They'll make your vehicle look great again. Call 918-715-3173. Nate?
Rodney Washington was your leading scorer tonight. He had 33 points on a crazy efficient 11 of 15, good for 73% from the field, 4 of 8 from 3, 7 of 7 from the free throw line. All of his misses were from 3.
Is that good?
That ain't bad. Also, he had 4 defensive rebounds and 3 blocks. Didn't have a steal today.
Yeah, we didn't have a lot of steals in the first place. I think Brandon had most of the steals today.
Yeah, he had almost as many as the rest of the team.
We'll look at that in just a moment.
Then Davian Pouncil had 13 points today on 6 of 8 shooting from the field. He had 4 rebounds, 3 offensive, 1 defensive, along with the steal. Brandon Smith had 6 points today, along with 6 rebounds, 3 offensive, 3 defensive, and 4 steals. Then Jasper Meat had 5 points today on 2 of 3 shooting, had 6 rebounds, 2 offensive, 4 defensive, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Jacoby Boyd had 4 points today, 2 of 4 from the field. He had 3 defensive rebounds. Ty Moscato was 1 of 2 from three-point range. Then Gianni Fascio had 3 points as well. Case Patton had 3 rebounds, 2 offensive, 1 defensive, and 2 steals. And then that will do it for your individual scoring.
A lot of individual stats today.
A lot of individual stats. We'll go through Tahlequah's shooting numbers first before we go through McAllister's.
Okay. I like when you do that because it means that we're in for some crazy stats.
Yes. Tahlequah had a really good night shooting. They were 46% from the field. They were 25 of 54. They were 6 of 21 from three-point range, good for 29%, and 6 of 7 from the free throw line at 86%. McAlester was 57% from the field. They were 25 of 44, 7 of 17 from 3, good for 41%, and 10 of 13 from the free throw line at 77%.
Now I know what it feels like to be on Memorial side of things.
You know what it feels like to be on the right side of a magnet ball game.
Exactly.
McAlester out-rebounded Tahlequah today, 26-23. Then Tahlequah forced 15 McAlester turnovers to McAlester forcing 12 Tahlequah turnovers. And then 5 McAlester blocks to none for Tahlequah.
All right, so we already had the final thoughts on the girls' game because we had senior night in between, so we were able to actually have a full-on post-game show for the girls. But final thoughts on the boys' game is they now wrap up the road stretch of the regular season. They're not going to go on the road again until we go on the road for the rest of the year with the postseason.
Yeah, it's exciting. This is exactly what you wanted to see coming into this final stretch, and you want to see this again against Glenpool and Durant. A couple teams that you did beat both of those teams, but maybe not by the margin you thought you were going to.
Needed really a miracle manifested in Durant to be able to beat the Lions.
Right.
Down by, I think, 16 sometime in the second half and was able to come back and win that game.
I'm going to be honest, I don't remember much from that game.
Good, because I don't want to remember anything else from that game other than how it ended.
Right.
But, yeah, if you can keep on doing what you're doing, because really this is around this. Now, you don't want to peak before you get to the postseason, but you want to start to have that build-up. And I think this is a really good step in the right direction. And if McAlester can just keep on putting the pieces together, then we can start to get back to what we looked like on that 5-game win streak when we went to the Old Fort Classic as well, because that was the best that McAlester looked all year. And if they can continue to play like they did tonight, then McAlester is going to be on a lot of people's radar, and a lot of people will have to watch out for the Buffaloes when the postseason comes around. But, again, win tonight for McAlester makes number 15 on the season, which is the first time that has happened in McAlester boys basketball history in 20 years. The last time that McAlester won 15 games in a season. Well, that included postseason play. McAlester won 15 games before they got to the state tournament, was bounced out in the first round to Capitol Hill in 2005, 2006. So McAlester has a chance to have, at least on our record, because all our records only go back 20 years. Can't find any other McAlester boys basketball records before 2005, 2006. But they have a chance to have one of their best seasons in a long time, and still 2 more regular season games left. So I'm excited to see how this one finishes up as we get close to the finish line.
Yep.
Any, well, I guess you said your final thoughts. Let's thank our sponsors, and let's just get on out of here and drive an hour and a half to McAlester.
All right, I'd like to thank Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air, McAlester Direct Primary Care, Fenton Nissan McAlester, W.E. Alford Propane, The Bank N.A., Stipe Law Firm, and Vickers Power Sports.
And a big thank you to our board operator tonight, Wyatt Hubbard, and thank you, the listener, for spending your Tuesday night with us as well. One final time from the Tahlequah Activity Center in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. The girls lost in their game, albeit a close one, 50-38, while the boys avenged that loss with a 67-62 win over the host team Tigers on their senior night. Until Friday, when McAlester basketball is finally back at home and welcoming Glenpool to the MAC, on behalf of Nate Brown and myself, this is Brandon Green saying, Buffaloes win. And don't just have a great night. Have a Buffalo night, everybody. Night-night, Harper.